Short and sweet.
Well, yeah, you know, long enough to cover the contents, but short enough to keep you interested. Welcome to Drunkisode 2.0! Woo!
Good evening, Internet.
Welcome back to another episode of In the Doghouse. We are full fucking lit on Sunday night, living our best lives.
Super Sunday.
Super fucking cider Sunday. Well, it's not cider we're on. We're on something a little bit more special, as is how it goes on the Drunkisode, Marlon.
Yes. Yeah. What we got?
So this episode...
Everybody already knows what we've got,
everyone knows what we're on. This episode is brought to you... Well, not brought. Can you say brought to you? It's not fucking sponsored by. God damn, they ain't never going to sponsor us. No. But it is brought to you by Four Loco. And also joining us tonight, Marlon, who do we have on?
We have Kudos Keith.
The man, the legend.
Toucan Van Dam.
Damn!
Still pissed up from being out last night.
That is one thing. Where did you go last night, Keith?
Only place to go, mate.
Fucking kudos! See, I kind of miss the air horn now, the klaxon. Like, I miss it a little bit.
Yeah, now you miss it.
Yeah, there's times where I'm like, that really do well there, but no. So, Keith, tell us a little bit more about what happened. Obviously, you texted me this morning the score, but what happened in Kudos last night?
Oh, mate, you couldn't fucking write it, mate. So, last night was a bit of a last-minute sort of thing, drummed up by me and a few of my mates. We just ended up doing a pub crawl. We ended up going down to Weatherspoons. We got kicked out of Weatherspoons, and the only place to go after there is Kudos, isn't it? And like, I've not been in there, mate, in 2 years. Do you know what I mean? So it's the first time I've been in since they've done the revamp as well.
They've redone it, have they?
Well, I say revamped it. They've just put some air freshener in and painted the walls a different colour.
Oh, and
do you still stick to the floor?
Yes.
They ripped the carpets up, like fucking squeezed them out and put them back down.
They ripped the carpets up so bad they pulled off the concrete up on the steps as well.
Oh,
it's hideous. Anyway, so
it's all that acidic VK eating into the concrete.
Yeah, of course it is. No, we walked in there and I thought, oh, fuck me, what am I expecting? Like, what am I expecting to see as well? Because we've all got a bit older since the last time I was in there as well. It was fucking dead, mate. I was the first one in there. I was like, this isn't great, is it?
True soldier.
Yeah, no. So we've got a few beers and that, and I thought, look, we'll just go to the smoking area and we'll sit and chill out there for a little bit, and hopefully we'll walk back in the doors of fucking, and there'll be all this like excitement, a lot of people in there, and great night. And yeah, so someone walked up to me last night and they were like, I fucking recognise you. And I was like, yeah, you're Kudos Keith, aren't you? You've been in the doghouse. I was like, yeah. And then some bloke behind him was going, what, that's Kudos Keith? And I was like, what the fuck's going on here? So they then left and walked off, and then about 15 people behind them in the fucking smoking area was going, oh, it's Kudos Keith. Hey. And then some bird in the corner's going, hey, pappy. I was like, fucking hell.
Local celeb, like.
I was like, fuck me. I was like sitting there fucking signing bitches' tits with a spot. And I was like, yeah, go ahead, line them up.
Give me a baby's head, I'll sign that too.
And do you know what? I thought, fucking hell, like, it just shows this is going out there. Like, people are listening and they're liking what they hear.
That's fucking mad.
Me and Marlon are miserable cunts. We don't ever leave the doghouse, right? If we want to get on a piss, we're in here. We rarely go to the pub, and we rarely, well, apart from Thatcher's Thursday, but rarely go out clubbing. So I think we do need to do a little trip down to Kudos at some point.
Do we take the rig?
We'll take the rig. We'll take the microphone. We'll be asking you, tell us something your mum doesn't know. Fuck me. If we imagine we put a date on this.
It needs to be done, I reckon.
If we put a date on this and we put it out on the podcast, Kudos would be like, yeah, no, so 1 in, 1 out rule. Bitches only.
But yeah, I mean, to be fair, everyone down there that also have listened into the podcast, they've done nothing but sung praises, and I thought, like, whose fucking dick do you want to suck? Do you know what I mean? Like, but shout out to Butters as well. He was down there last night and he did nothing but want to suck me dick as well about the podcast, which I was more happy to let him do, you know. So
squatty life.
It was fucking great, mate. Yeah.
That's weird. That is weird as shit.
Don't really understand it. We're just two idiots with an Instagram account and a podcast. And that's how I see it. But apparently we're getting somewhere. We might be getting somewhere.
We've done a thing.
I reckon this time next year, mate, we'll be touring Japan.
More like like Chabadichi.
Yeah, mate, you got the fucking peanut dust, mate. I'll sort the flights.
How much you go to Tokyo next year? I am big in Japan. I'm big like Godzilla. Tiny little people, aren't they? Industrious little fellows, as Clarkson says.
That's fucking terrible.
It's all post 1940s architecture, isn't it, over there? War jokes. Oh dear, right. Anyway, with that being the case, how has everyone's week been? Marlon, start us off.
Week's been all right. The weekend's been a pain in my dick.
Yeah, so's mine.
So I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I've got like one normal dog and one retarded dog. So guess who I had trouble with all weekend?
The missus.
Big Chief might kill you later.
God bless her.
Bullet. Bullet is an adopted... I think he's about just over a year old. He's a jug. And he's special.
He's a proper left and right and all.
Yeah.
He is one eye has gone to the shop and the other one is going back for the change.
That cunt's in all round the fence then.
Yeah. He can see like all angles.
He's omnidirectional,
He's like 180 field of view. Like,
but the fucking army's signing him up.
he is retarded. But we do love him. So yesterday, Amazon delivers a parcel. Mrs. opens the door. She didn't shut the other one behind her. Bullets, boom, straight into the road.
No.
Yeah, nearly got squashed by the Amazon man.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Didn't see that coming, did he?
No, he's not. He's looking the wrong way. And then,
He ran out the front door because he looked at the back door being open.
and then what Bullet tends to do is piss Tank off. So Tank is like a relaxed dog. He likes to sit and sleep, whereas Bullet is going around in circles. So Tank obviously had enough of him yesterday. Bit his leg. Cunt's got a fucking limp now.
Oh no! Shit, that's a vet bill in the making.
Fucking he'd be alright, wouldn't he?
Fuck him.
And then today, I've obviously been doing a bit of decorating.
Grand designs.
You put your paint in like the thingy with the roller in the tray.
A tray, I believe it's called, is the technical term.
the
for it.
what's
on, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. So it's down on the floor. I've just filled it up. I've turned around. Bullets in it.
In the... He's in the tray.
I'll show you a picture in a minute. It's a good job we're getting new fucking carpet in that room. I'll tell you that. There are footprints everywhere. And I shut him in the room then and let him just walk it off.
Oh, it's like
the dog's an asshole.
It's like aqua blue as well.
That's mint.
It's like turquoise.
Oh Jesus!
And the carpet's cream.
Oh,
Well, the carpet's not cream anymore.
They're green.
Yeah, that's been a snippet into my
what a
shit
day.
show.
What a day!
What a day. Reg, how have you been?
Me? It's been fucking this week. It's been nuts. I've not fucking stopped. I've just not had a moment's fucking peace. If it's not work, it's drinking. Oh, it's such an
Been like
effort.
that since last weekend, to be fair.
Honestly, I haven't fucking stopped. Oh, my liver is just crying out for some respite, and I'm like, no, bitch, you need more.
One more night.
Yeah. So yeah, I work in a team of people. And like I said, I think I said on the last podcast, one of them's away on holiday. Now, last night, one of my...
That's 0079.
Yeah, one of the other member of my team, who it's just me and him at the moment, he went out to a wedding last night. Now, he's not a dancer, right? So he's never been a dancer. He's not a runner either. When he runs like Basil Fawlty, bolt upright like that with the arms out the front. Yeah, so he's not a man of action.
Usually, he's just got the sniper rifle.
Yeah, he's the spotter. Like, I'm the one running over roofs. Now, so he's at this wedding, and I don't hear nothing from him until I get up this morning to go to work. I get a phone call from him. He's like, all right. Oh yeah, all right. He's like, I done my ankle in. I was like, oh, have he? Yeah, pretty bad and all. I was like, oh, you rolled it or something? He's like, yeah, proper fucked. I was like, right, okay. So I'm thinking like, I got to do 3 people's jobs this morning, and I've got like 100 other things I need to do. Oh shit, fuck, man, I can't believe it. I was like, so what are you doing? Oh, I was on a dance floor of all places. I said, oh, I wasn't pissed. Before I could even get the words out. I wasn't. Now, I've known him for a long time, and the only time he dances is when he's absolutely bollocksed. So I got up to work, and he's hobbling around like a war vet. All the fuck. He's horrendous. And I was like, what have you done? Oh, it's terrible. I couldn't, Jesus Christ. I just, cussing and going. And I was like, right, come on, Travolta, let's go. And that was it. That flip is it. You little fucking asshole, talk to me like that. Ah! So I realised that really struck a nerve. So every time I've spoken to him today, he's been called Travolta, Swayze, Danny Zuko, Kevin Bacon. Footloose was is the favourite he really didn't like. He most despised that one. So it's been fucking busy. But myself and Keith, we had a nice little Saturday afternoon, didn't we? We went up and did some shooting.
Yeah, no, that was nice, that was, yeah.
Went up to some ground that I've been signed off on to shoot. And
took the old peacemakers up there.
We did take my peacemaker, your fucking 400-meter killers, or however far they go. Crossbow. It was like a traveling armory, wasn't it? What was it in our Range Rovers?
With 4 rookies and 2 wannabe.
Yeah,
I think we've got an idea between a pair of us. What the safe end is, but
yeah, we've got half an idea of what's going on.
Yeah,
and then
we took half a John Wick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we took my my sister-in-law and her new boyfriend out, and he did make me laugh. He's from Manchester. And I thought, because he's quite well spoken, I assumed that he knew what he was doing with a gun, because being quite well spoken, you just sort of assume he's been on a pheasant shoot or something.
He was part of the Tweed Brigade.
Yeah, that's it. I thought he was a full hoorah Henry, but he said he'd never shot a gun before after I just handed in my AR. And I was like, oh, okay. And he said, what did he say? He was like, well, I'm from Manchester, so if I'd have told you that I'd have handled a gun before, I usually get told to toss it in the canal afterwards.
No, mate, we didn't think that when we saw you.
No, it didn't quite, yeah. But, yeah, it was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a good afternoon, and, we got some rounds down, and...
God, didn't we ever hit a burn for 150
fuck me,
bullets?
Had some bloody ricochets, because, obviously, we started off in one location, because it was I bought 2 of my guns up. One of them's up and running, and I use it quite frequently up locally, to where Reg is. And my second gun has only just come back from being repaired. So I thought, well, I'll get it back up there. I got a new scope on it. I want to kind of zero it in. And then the idea was we'd go out into the field and... He just cracked it.
Locos.
Fuck me, hang on a minute. 2 secs.
Oh. Are we doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I've only sniffed it and I already want to punch someone.
She's going to have to carry me out of it, I reckon.
Sorry,
mate, I'm still fucking pissed from last night, mate.
I don't think my alcohol content ever hits 0.
I'll tell you, when you said to me earlier about coming in this evening, I thought if I was working tomorrow, there's no chance this would have fucking happened.
Oh,
no chance.
No.
Not a fucking
No. Anyway, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, no, so we got my gun zeroed in pretty quickly, to be fair, and you was obviously showing the Space Cadets how to use the fucking crossbow, and, fucking people almost losing fingers, and there's fucking bolts going everywhere, and I could just see Reg, and his fucking face was like dropped, and I thought he looked like he had a fucking stroke.
Why am I giving these people pieces of equipment that could potentially kill another man who have never held anything like it before?
So we've gone out.
That must be what it's like in boot camp, I suppose, isn't it? Really,
it's as scary as fucking 14 weeks of your life. But yeah, no, to be fair, your missus is pretty handy with a firearm. She knows where to stick it, and
damn right, yeah.
That didn't sound right, did it? But
what we get up to in the bedroom is no business other than mine.
Where's Kenneth gone?
My missus and everyone who listens to this podcast.
Where's Kenneth?
I think he's down behind the bar on top of one of the kegs, actually.
Yeah, he got stuck somewhere.
Yeah, shower door.
And to be fair, my missus as well is a dab hands on the old fucking shooters, mate.
It's actually
it's fucking scary. So when I went and bought my newest gun that I've got, I took her up to the flipping gun range, and she was like, "Oh, I'll have a go on it." And she was shitting herself. She'd never handled a fucking gun in her life. She's put them first couple of rounds down the range, mate. And I mean, she was putting the fucking rounds through the same hole every time. And I thought, fuck, if I'm going to piss you off.
Yeah, you're in fucking trouble.
People say, why have you still got your body armour set up next to your bed? Well, you worried about someone invading the country? I was like, no, it's when she fucking kicks off. That's what that's for.
It goes through your phone, mate,
you're going to find nothing on there. I'm clean. So yeah, I followed Reg up the road, and we pulled into this big vast of land, and thought, we'll set a few targets up. And obviously he's gone up in the P38, I've gone up in the Range Rover as well, and I thought, we'd set these up and make it look a bit cool, and I've got mine on one side, he's got his to one side, and there's bitches leaning over the bonnet, and there's fucking pooch hanging in the air, and there's fucking ARs all over the place, and I'm like,
The beginning of a porn video.
There was
Mate,
fucking cake batter all over the place.
This has got rednecks with paychecks written all fucking over it. I'm just sitting at the back beating one out. Do you know what I mean? So fucking Reg just picked the air up. He's like, right, fucking bang some down here. Bang, bang, bang. So what the fuck was that? Fucking ricochet, mate. Gone right past my front bumper. And I was like, fuck this. I said, I'm moving that one out of the way. I was like, fucking no chance am I keeping this here. But yeah, no, we fucking put some rounds down, then the old pump action come out, and we started dicking around, throwing fucking cans in the air.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Hey, Reg, hit this.
Yeah.
Fuck, whack, boom.
Proper fucking redneck, like.
Yeah, no, it got good, and I enjoyed it, mate, and it was a nice little afternoon. I think next time we'll take a few crates of cider out of us and make it even more interesting.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at, me and Dol are looking at buying a clay trap.
Fucking right.
Yeah, so it's about, I think they're about £300-ish. It's not a Promatic. Anyone that listens to this, it does shoot. It's like, oh, you must buy a Promatic. The fucking Promatics are stupid money. But
I know where you can get one. We've got to go there about 2 a.m, though.
There's a sale on at 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's quite local as well.
Is it? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You've got to take it back the next morning, that's it.
Yeah, about £300. So it's like it's a 12-volt operated. So just hook a car battery up to it, and then you got a foot pedal for obviously letting them go. 50 clay capacity, and it's on like you got like little what do you call it, like threaded bars for like winding them in, winding them out, and adjusting them. I thought that'd be pretty good, really, because throwing Coke cans will only get you so far, won't it?
Yeah, well,
unless
you're Reg and you're dead eye as fuck, like me, who can shoot a Coke.
You can
can
get a Coke can thrower.
Or we got the launcher, haven't we? Fuck, we should have taken that.
Well,
the hillbilly killer.
You can get a pneumatic t-shirt shooter.
Oh, t-shirt cannon.
It's the same.
That's the one that killed Ned Flanders, wasn't it? No, Ned Flanders' wife. On The Simpsons. You remember that?
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
that.
someone listening to remember.
My memory's fucking litter. But yeah, you can get like cannons.
Can we? Oh, don't stop trying to spend all my money. I've got another expensive hobby now. I don't need any fucking can launchers. No, because we'll get it out in here after we finish recording the podcast.
And we'll send it straight through the studio fucking door.
Through studio window. Have you ever been in the studio before, dickhead? Yeah, it was a really good afternoon. I very much enjoyed it. We'll have to do some more of it. This is like, now we're talking about shooting all the time. I hope that everyone's going to get a fucking shotgun license. You're getting one. You're going to get one, Mark, aren't you?
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
We're just looking at shotguns a minute ago before we started, weren't we? Get yourself a nice Winchester pump.
Yeah.
Click, clack, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All these good boys getting their licenses.
Good boys.
Fuck the system, mate.
Yeah, man. Yeah, just get yourself a fucking little bit of freedom. Get yourself some freedom.
I've got the fucking freedom, mate. You just got to hide them under the floorboards, that's all.
You are a fucking criminal.
Comes for show, nice for a pro.
What's that? What's that from? Oh, is that Lockstock or Snatch? Lockstock. It's Lockstock. It's definitely Lockstock. Because it's the chef that rolls them out.
That's right,
yeah. A little chap.
Yeah, he's got fucking
Keep
issues.
your hands out of my fucking soup. That's it. God, my ears. You know when you're getting pissed, when your ears are getting hot? Do you ever get that?
No, I think that's an infection.
If you had ears the size of mine, it's like an infection. Knob throbbing, but...
Yeah, that's definitely an infection.
I had fucking knob throb this week and all. No idea what it was from.
What were you watching?
Mate, I had fucking knob throb and I was watching the birds banging over the front of that fucking bonnet. Yeah,
Jesus.
Shit, mate, honestly.
That's what
she come lit up with the fucking old Nike leggings on and all, didn't she?
Oh, she loves them leggings. Fucking the batty handlers.
The fucking TikTok things going on.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, Jesus.
Fucking Kim Kardashian going on up in there, isn't there?
Oh, Lord. There's more than that going up in there. My dick.
Fucking hell.
No, do you know what the fucking annoying thing is? I got that, what's it called? Like the bonnet shield, the wind deflector on the bonnet. It obviously sort of creeps up a little bit. Of course, we're shooting over the bonnet. My fucking AR is pumping brass out the side like...
Oh, yeah, ting!
Flat the fuck. He's just flying brass.
Full of brass, mate.
And the fucking bonnet deflector's caught all of it. And if you think about it, it's there to deflect wind, so the wind never goes behind it. So all it does is just hold. It's so loads of brass underneath it, just clanging around as I'm driving.
That's fucking first world problems, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's hard at the top drive. I'll tell you that much.
To be fair, the next time you open the bonnet, which will probably be tomorrow,
it was actually that morning. I opened it up to fill it up with power steering fluid because he was giving it to me. It goes like tight, hard, tight. I can't work out where the leak is though. I've looked everywhere.
Put a bit of UV dye in it.
Oh, what, the aircon dye?
No, like you can buy like special UV dye. You stick in like engine oil, shit like that.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, it doesn't change the lubricity or anything?
No.
Oh, that's all right then.
All good,
I
literally.
just have to identify it from the other 14 leaks underneath the car. Oh, that's the one that's causing me the issue. Right.
It's the belt and sprays all over the fucking face
Oh,
of it.
don't. Oh, right then. So, shall we've obviously put a thing out on Instagram. We've had a few little replies. Shall we start with, before we get too pissed, I think it's important to do quite a
serious topic.
A serious topic that is not really, doesn't really go with the Drunkisode, but I think it's very important to talk about, and being that we have Keith on, he's probably the man that's most qualified to talk about what's happening at the moment. We've been sent a question by Natter07, shout out to Nath. He says, I'd like to know Reg and Marlon's views on the current situation in Afghanistan, but realistically, if we've got you here, it makes most sense to ask yourself. What is your sort of view on what's going on out there? Obviously, you've served over there, but in the last, 3 weeks, it's just gone to shit.
Yeah, it's gone down,
for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Do you know, I'll say my view on it. I mean, we spoke about it last Saturday because I had a bit of a, what do you want to call it? Yeah, I had a bit of a mental breakdown with it, mate, because so I was driving back from a holiday that I was on with the family down at St. Audrey's Bay, and I heard the news, and like, obviously I've got the missus, I've got the kids in the car, and you just kind of like blank it all out. You just got to, I'm getting home, I'm going to focus this, and then, you know, I still had the kids for another 4 or 5 days before they're going back to their mum's place, so I thought, look, you know, I don't want it to like ruin my week. But then, yeah, kind of come Saturday, I'd like fucked her off up to her mate's place for the hen do, set up all that shit, and like I had Saturday evening to myself. So, you know, Reg kindly turned around and said, look, let's have a fucking beer, mate, you know, let your hair down and just get some of this shit off your chest. Obviously, before that, we had to go and do a bit of work up at yours, so I always get drafted into work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, mate, yeah.
Too many bodies for him to handle.
Late at night, I needed a hand. Just give Keith a big yeah, you.
Here, George, fancy come give me a hand? I've got a bit of a job for you. So I'll pass not. Yeah, we'll do that. Come on in and we'll have a beer. But yeah, no, so...
if you want a beer, you got to earn it.
Yeah, that's literally it. Yeah, I'd say I've got mixed emotions on it. Like, so where do you start? I feel angry about what's happened and why it's happened because, you know, we did spend a lot of time out there, you know, building up a platform for the Afghan people to work off of. You know, they had nothing. You know, the thing is, there's always that big question. We should never have been there to start off with. All this sort of shit's going on, and people disagree with the British Army and the Americans and whoever being out there. And yeah, do you know what? I probably fucking agree with that. I didn't want to fucking be out there either, but that was my job. That's what we had to do. We went there for whatever reason. But the job that we had while we was there was to make a safe and secure place for the Afghan people to live. Okay, and for the Afghan National Army and the Afghan National Police to be able to secure and hold their own. Yeah. So, you know, we funded them, we armed them, you know, we trained them, we brought them on. And do you know what? I'll take my hat off to them. Like, I mean, a lot of them are fucking very, like, passionate, you know, hardened fighters, you know.
Well, a lot of them, they fought, I assume a lot of them fought the Soviets in the 80s.
Yeah. I mean, Afghan's a troubled place. It's been like that for a very, very long time. And do you know what? It doesn't matter who goes in there. They will never fucking win.
No.
They will never win. However, you know, what you got to look at is we achieved a lot over 20 years. And a lot of people have been on like social media, banging their fucking 10 pence in. And like, it really fucking makes my piss itch. I'm just like, go and take your fucking head for a shit. Like, you got no say on this whatsoever. Oh, the people have died for fucking no reason whatsoever, this, that, and the other. And you think, yeah, it's a shame. Like, I mean, I've lost friends out there. You know, some of my friends, they're still out there now. You know, they don't exist. I mean, and the friends that did come back, but they've left. Everyone who's ever served out there, you leave a bit of yourself out there.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's kind of like that. But we got to remember is we did a good job, and we know what we did. And actually, like, as time had gone on, you know, I think we've been over to 20 years now.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, do you know what? Actually, I mean, Joe Biden, I think he's a fucking cunt. And I'll say that loosely, right? Right. Yeah. And the reason why I say that is because, like, see, I remember when obviously Donald Trump was the president of the States, okay, right? And everyone did nothing but slag that guy off. But actually, you know, yeah, he was a fucking sexist, he was this, that, and the other, whatever, and he everyone has a past, don't they? But, you know, he had some fucking crazy ideas, but he'd done some really fucking good things as well.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's one thing you'll always find with the media is they'll only ever put out there the shit.
Yeah, the bad things.
Rather than the good.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Good news is no news.
Exactly. And So when they obviously then turned around and said about Joe Biden then coming in being the president, this, that and the other, obviously all the fucking liberal, lefty, bloody wokey, snowflake fucking knobbers all piped up and said, oh yeah, he's the best thing since sliced bread, fuck Trump, this, that and the other. And I remember saying to people, look, you know, what's my opinion? It's like an arsehole. Every fucker's got one. You don't want to see or hear it, do you? But I'll keep it to myself. But I think he will fucking ruin this, do you know what I mean? And he'll ruin everything. Couple of months down the line, he's fucked it right up.
Yeah,
he's fucked it up because, you know, when he put his speech out, he was right to a certain extent with what he said. He said, at the end of the day, you know, we're not there to fight or fund an Afghan war or their civil war or what they've got going on in their country. That's their problem. And yeah, do you know what? He's fucking bang on the money. However, you know, you don't just go and pump $30-odd trillion into a place like that and spend 20 years and the loss of however many lives to build and establish what you now have to just fucking let it all go overnight. You know, Trump withdrew the US forces down from something like 10,000 to 2,500 the time that he was in power, and he found that, you know, the numbers that he had out there was working. You know, 2013 was the last sort of tour where it was like boots on the ground. Pretty much when I was out there last, you know, we were still out in the combatant role. After that, sort of 2014 onwards, we were just there as an advisor mentor group, you know, so we were just there to kind of push them in the right direction and let them do all the fucking fighting. And they did it, and they were doing great. And they, look, it's what, 2021, do you know what I mean? Like, they've been doing it for a few fucking years now. They know the score. So the way you got to look at it is, I don't know too much into it, and I do need to do some more research when I get the time and I'm in the right frame of mind for it. But this isn't just, you know, oh, we'll put all the troops out and fucking go. There's obviously more to it than that. You got to remember, like, you know, Afghan's the biggest fucking lithium deposit in the world. China's interested in it because all these electric cars that are going about now. You know, Russia's obviously fucking, you know, in support of certain people that are out there, bloody blah. But yeah, why would all that kit be left there? Why would all that money be left there? Why would all them fucking bits of, like, you know, specialist equipment that, you know, now the Chinese and the Russians got their fucking eyes over just be fucking left there? You know, there was information put out from people in the sort of like SF world saying that apparently the Afghan commando guys have been receiving messages saying that, you know, just go to your local camp, hand your stuff in. There's been a peace agreement basically struck up between the Taliban. They're now going to take over from the government because the government's incompetent. Do you know what I mean? They're now going to take over. It's going to be peaceful. There's going to be no fucking blah. And so they've just basically gone in and how have a bunch of fucking jingly ragheads and some fucking Toyota Hiluxes with AK-47s taken over a whole country in less than 72 hours?
There's money there somewhere. There's influence. There's people.
Yes. There's always someone backing someone.
There's 300,000 Afghan fighters for the Afghan army, armed, trained, capable of, you know, defending their country. You've also got the local nationals, which are patriotic people that want to defend their country, because we've got to remember, it's like
the boys out in villages where the AKs will shoot you if you look at their goat wrong.
There is
the big
there's a small group of them at the minute which are like what do you want to call them? They're like a resistance kind of like group. They want to go, they want to go back and sort of start taking it all back. Well, they got their fucking work cut out for them. But yeah, I think in a nutshell, I'm angry how Biden's handled this, and he's done what he's done, and he should be fucking sacked. I
still can't believe the cunt's still breathing.
Well, we knew that anyway before he even made that decision. I mean, the cunt's on a fucking ventilator. He's not cut out for the job.
No,
he's not sound of mind. He's a fucking idiot, and in my eyes, he always has been. But you know, like you said, everyone's got their own political views, don't they? So each to their own.
And how many times have I said no fucking politics? What are we doing?
Well, it's the one thing we can't. We've been asked it.
Do you know what? It's a shame.
I'm not bringing it up this time.
The thing I feel sad for is the Afghan people, because
they're going to come off worse than this.
Of course they are, mate. And like, you know, you see. All I'm going to say is people that are listening, don't believe everything you see on mainstream media or social media or the news, because a lot of it is a fucking massive propaganda stunt.
Yeah.
Okay, I will tell you now firsthand that what's happening out there now isn't fucking nice. There is people getting fucking hurt, and it isn't fucking great. Do you know what I mean? I feel sorry for the Afghan boys, the Afghan girls. Like, they've already banned people from listening to music. You know, they're sitting in the house saying that, you know, women can still go to education to a certain point, but as long as they go by Sharia law. But then, you know, you don't get that in the way they live. You know, basically, like, women have got no fucking life now. Kids have got no fucking life. If you're a man that can't grow a beard, like myself, you're fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just a fucking shit society to live in. But I think what you got to remember now is 20 years we was out there. So most people now of sort of our age have grown up living in a lifestyle where they've had a lot more freedom, a lot more movement. And now they're kind of got their hands tied again.
You can't do nothing.
Because they're living by the Taliban regime. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I feel sorry for them. Now, then there's the whole movement of getting these people out. So they've obviously always said that, you know, those guys and girls that have obviously helped the British and the Americans throughout the conflict, that they'd always support them and all the rest of it. Great, fantastic, because what they did was an absolute sterling job. Problem is like, where do you draw that line of stopping people? Because it's like, well, I was an interpreter, but this is my wife, and this is her second cousin, and this is her 13 dogs and 16 children and 14 camels, and they're all part of the family, so they've all got to come over. So like, one guy's fucking translated for 12 months, and all of a sudden you've got 30 people now coming back to the UK. Right, okay. But we can't accommodate it all. You know, it needs to go elsewhere.
Afford it.
Also, not saying that the British and the Americans haven't done a fucking good job in the last couple of days while they've been out there evacuating these people out, but it's been a fucking rush process, and I do believe that there's been a handful, if not more, slip the fucking net.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for fucking years, mate. You know, you go down to Folkestone in Kent now, and there's fucking 800 a day, mate, crossing that fucking channel. Now, listen, mate. You know, there's that whole...
hear my views on that.
Look, it's... I appreciate they don't want to live where they've just come from, because it's an absolute fucking hellhole of the world. But why would you not go out there and either fight to take back what's yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Or if you're leaving an absolute fucking shithole country to come to the sunny beaches of Great Britain to live this fucking amazing life, contribute towards society and actually live the British way, but they don't. They start enforcing their fucking laws, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, mate, why? You know, you drive through the centre of fucking, I don't know, Bradford or Luton or somewhere like that now, and like it's predominantly overrun by, not, I'd say, a Muslim community, but like a Sharia-based ideological fucking thinking group of people. And you're going, right, hang on a minute, so you left where you was to come here for a better way, but yet you want to still live that way just here? Well, that's like even worse, isn't it? Because the weather here's shit. It was fucking great back there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, like how fucking thick do you get? Do you know what I mean? So anyway, like, we could go on all night about this, but yeah, in a nutshell, what's gone on out there? Yeah, I'm a little bit torn up, and like, yeah, I've had a week of real mixed emotions. I've gone from being really fucking angry at certain personalities, and then, you know, dare I say it, people that I've known as well on social media, and they're sitting there saying these fucking stupid comments, and I'm just like, oh, I'm going to bend you in half like a fucking pretzel and stuff you in the bin, you cunt. Like, fuck off out my face. I've made, like I said to you a minute ago when I came in, my numbers on my follow list and all the rest of it on Instagram's gone right down. I just fucking weeded them all out. But then, you know, there's been nights where I've broken down to fucking tears because the emotional, like, sort of thoughts and feelings of it has, like, become too overwhelming. Do you know what I mean? I feel emotionally numb with it, mate. I really don't know what to think. It's been a part of us, and fucking hell, I don't know where to go with it, mate.
Well, I think it's really insightful because I've said a couple bits to my missus and that, what I thought has been I'm somewhat informed on the topic, but I don't really like to speak too much about it, like, because there's chaps like yourself, Keith, who have been out there, and I think, you know, regardless of your views, you're the only one with the right to say it.
That's it. It's not our place to even.
No, do you know what?
Comment
I think,
to a certain extent.
And I'm not saying I disagree with you. I think, you know, everyone's right to think and say what they like. You know, that's what freedom of speech is. You know.
Oh yeah,
we live in a society
absolutely.
where, you know, you're more than entitled to say whatever you like. It's whether people agree with you or not is another matter. Now, I would never sit here as an ex-serving soldier and sit there and go, well, you got no fucking place, mate, to make any comments about there because you've never fucking been there, man.
No, I know you're not like that.
No, of course not. I mean, I think the only time I'd be like that is when you've got your, like, fucking, what do you want to call them? These non-binary, fluid, neutral, fucking, don't know what your pronoun cunt is, like, fucking bang on about the war in Afghanistan, and you're like, fuck off, mate.
There's 56 genders, Keith.
Yeah, do one, mate.
No, there's not.
No, I mean,
there's two genders, and there's 54 types of gay.
No, I mean, look, everything now is a fucking divide in life. Whether it's the left, whether it's the right, whether it's black, whether it's white, whether it's right, whether it's wrong. Like, everything now is...
There's no middle ground?
There is no middle ground.
I think as everything is so divisive nowadays, there's no people in the centre that just go, you know what? I really like socialised healthcare, so the NHS, but I also really like hunting. So I'm in the middle, but there's nobody like that anymore.
I'd like to say I think I'm in the middle of quite a lot of things. I mean, Ali G said it, didn't he? About his left nut and his right nut, didn't he? He said, look, fuck it, just stroke them both, you know?
Yeah.
You got to, like, I mean, dare I say it, there's been times when there's been complete fucking morons in the House of Parliament that are very, very left. And they've said things, and I thought, do you know what? I fucking agree with what you're saying, mate, because, yeah you're right, but normally they're fucking lying and never see it through.
That's it.
But then you'll get the extreme opposite with a lot of people on the right wing, and they'll say certain things, and you think, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But you think, actually, mate, you're going a bit too far with that now. You know, that's borderline. Do you know what I mean? Like, tone yourself down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I don't even know where to go with it, mate. To be fair, it's a hard one. I hope that over the next sort of, like, you know, weeks and months as time progresses, you know, it starts to work itself out there. Now, see, what a lot of people don't realise is the Taliban back in the day in Afghanistan were the sort of like protection racket for the local people, because the government's been so corrupt.
The Mujahideen.
Yeah, they were the good guys.
Yeah, they were. Well, we funded the fuckers.
Yeah, they were the good guys. And look, at the end of the day, that's their way of life. Yeah, that's where they're from. You know, this is all they've ever known, isn't it? You know, it's just, at the end of the day, what can you do? You know, we've gone in there, we've tried to change it, we've done all that we could, okay, as it is what it is. Now, a lot of people concentrate now on thinking about Afghanistan because it's on the news. You know, you've got the limelight there, you've got the cameras there, you've got everything else there. Now, not that I want to try and take anything away from that, but there's more going on in the world in other places that people don't know about, you know.
Yeah.
There's so much going on, like, fucking hell, if you knew about all of it, you'd probably just fucking want to explode, do you know what I mean, like, mentally.
Yeah.
Chinese dog markets.
Yeah.
So where do we go with it? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many, like, you know, then you got to think about when, obviously, all that fucking BLM shit started kicking off, right? You know, a couple of black people obviously got the ump, and they basically digging up old shit about white people, about white supremacy. But actually, like, there's still fucking slavery happening nowadays, and there's more white people enslaved than there is fucking black people. But why is the limelight on that? You know, and this is what I mean. It's left, it's right,
it goes on and on,
never fucking stops, mate.
And on. There's always something.
But someone said to me once, like, if you ever look on the news, like, they're telling you what they want you to hear. Now,
of course they are, yeah.
What have we been living through the last sort of, you know, what's coming up 2 years now?
I don't know, mate. What have we?
I don't know. You better tell us, Marlon. You know better than all of us.
Completed it, mate.
Yeah. Hashtag won it.
Yeah.
Has it been a pandemic? Yeah. Okay. So everything was limelighted on that. So what's gone on in the world while that's been happening?
Yeah. Because we didn't hear about anything else.
No. And that's why. Because all your attentions are fucking concentrated on one thing. Right, so now the pandemic's getting boring. It's getting old. It's fucking shit news. There's nothing really exciting about it no more. We can't put people into lockdowns and all this sort of shit. So what are we going to do? Well, we'll fucking focus on something else.
Yeah.
Why all of a sudden has this happened? You know, why all of a sudden has he just gone, yep, pulling the fucking plug. Everyone's coming out.
You should have been on a conspiracy theory episode.
Yeah. But Elvis is still alive.
Oh, fuck off, Marlon, you cunt.
To be continued.
Yeah.
Right, next question then.
Which one are we going for? Are we going for my question?
The question that's under the last one on the running order.
So, Keith.
Meant to be fucking podcast
Which is my
hosts.
question.
Oh, it's your question.
AK or AR?
AR.
That's what I thought. Fuck you, Brendan Herrera.
AK guy.
The next one. So, this is from Galileo.
Gumdrop, gelato,
Gummy bear.
jelly little sweet.
Marlon's secret lover.
Yeah, you know.
It is the love story of our generation.
It's the love story people want.
It's what the people need.
Right, basically, he said, how old is too old to say lit? My daughter thinks I'm too old.
I don't think. Depends how old his daughter. Actually, to be fair, it doesn't matter how fucking old his daughter is. I think you say lit. I say lit all the time. I'm old as dirt.
Just got to get with the times, ain't ya?
Yeah. Just a new phrase, isn't it?
Some of the squad that listen to the fucking podcast, I know some of them are pushing 60 and they're like little to fuck. So
decent. So Galileo, there is no age limit. Tell her to shut the fuck up. So
you can say lit at any age, really, can't you? I don't. But
whether your nan or granddad like understand what you're saying, and I mean, it doesn't matter, does it?
No,
like, it really cares what they think.
I when someone like who I wouldn't appreciate would say lit, and they say, "Oh, that's fucking lit," or "That's bussing," I'm like, "Yeah, he knows the fucking lingo, man."
Right, so next one, you gonna do that, Red? Can you still read?
Yeah, this is from Fergus. Fergus. Is it meant to be Fergus? Was Fergus taken and he just got Fergus? Fergus _ J96, and he's hit us with, he wants to alter one of the guest questions, and that is, tell us something your missus doesn't know.
Oh.
I'll start. My missus doesn't know I bought her engagement ring in a pub.
I wouldn't expect nothing fucking else.
It was involved in it. There was it was a sale of a Range Rover.
Did you like part X of fucking Nintendo Wii for it as well? Xbox 360.
Yeah, just down at the old cash converters. Like, no, it's a very complicated story.
The sales rep from CX was down the pub that night. Right?
I don't want to go too far into it because it's very shady. The details of it are very shady, and things were handed over to people in ways they shouldn't have been. But I sold a Range Rover in a pub to a man for a lot more that should have been handled in cash, with an engagement ring that had a higher retail value than what I bought it for, and it came in a different box. And yeah, it was all very weird. It was all very. I had it all appraised. It was to be fair to the bloke. The bloke was a very wealthy man. I bought it off, and it all got appraised independently by myself before he did the deal. He said, "You have it. Just have it and take it down and get it checked out if you're not happy." So I did, and it all came back as it should be and what it was to be. But I paid nowhere near full price for it. It was I can't say actually who made the ring because I might get a lot of trouble.
Was he 14 years old and lived in Malaysia or something?
No, it's
black market diamond, like.
I might incriminate myself by talking about it too much, but yeah. So I bought her engagement ring in a pub, and she does, and she'll never know because she never listens to this. But yeah, so that was something my missus doesn't know. Go on, Marlon, tell us something.
That's really that's a difficult question because I don't like secrets.
You've looked at this question for the last 2 hours. I know. You haven't thought about anything.
The thing is, I tell her everything just because my memory's so terrible. I would trip myself up at some point if I didn't.
Yeah.
I tell you what she doesn't know. She doesn't know that I've just run out of paint and I'm not going to paint anymore because the wardrobe's going to be in front of the wall.
So you're just going to move it? You're just going to put the wardrobe there?
Yeah, we got 2 brand new flat pack wardrobes going on the wall.
So you're just going to build it?
So this patchy as shit wall, I'm just going to put a pair of wardrobes up.
And that is for the next man to worry about.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but what about...
so she thinks they've rearranged a room.
Oh, you're going to be one of those cunts, aren't you? Because you're going to be that fucking asshole. Like when I bought my house, everything was up. Everything I was, oh my God, it looks so great. And by the time they ripped everything out, all their wardrobes, all their TVs, there was fucking whole... I don't know who, but in the guest room, there's about 18 fucking wall plugs in the world where 18 different people decided in 18 different fucking places. Someone's put in 18 different fucking televisions.
Well, I have another one, which is not Mrs. related, but decorating wise, like you just said.
Yeah.
So the next person that buys our house, I smashed the fireplace out, and obviously the laminate flooring wasn't where the fireplace is.
Of course.
I put the sofa over it.
Oh, you got a big gap there then.
Yeah, buddy.
To be fair, don't mean to be rude. Your laminate flooring is hanging where that French door is, and it's UV bleached all the fuck in it.
Yeah.
Faded. Go on then, Keith.
Just guts a bit of this Four Loko into me.
That is truth serum, is what that is.
Yeah, and you're about to get it now. What does my missus... What does she not know? She doesn't know. So, when I met my missus, down fucking kudos...
Hey!
I went and picked her up the following day and took her out for a bit of a fucking date. And basically, she was not putting out for love nor money. It took me fucking 5 days of hard graft to put the fucking groundworks in with that one before anything happened.
Lay the foundations.
Mate, honestly, I was putting the brickwork in, the fucking everything was going in, mate. But do you know what? Fair play. Like, it made me feel a bit more reassured about her.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah,
she's
definitely.
proving now to be the sort of woman you do want to take back home to your mum. But at the time, I was pretty fortunate enough to own a Jag F-Pace, and it was like one of the first ones that had come out. You know, I was fucking minted back then. I had money to fucking throw at the wall and all the rest of it.
Do love the shape of the F-Pace.
It was a fucking lovely car, mate. And I remember, like, so the following day, I went to go and pick her up from my mum and dad's place.
Did it break down?
Mate, don't break down. No, that was fucking. It wasn't a Range Rover. And I remember pulling up to my mum and dad's place, and they were all like kind of peeking around the corner, going, "Fuck me, yeah, he's obviously got a bit of cash. He's driving around in that." I mean, you know, fuck, it was a brand new car. Like,
yeah.
how much did I pay for that car now? I think it was just under 40 grand. And that was with obviously the tax off and the military discount as well.
Right.
Anyway, cut a long story short, 4 or 5 days in, like, I think we got to the point where we knew something was going to happen. But it's like, where are we going to go? Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't just go back to her mum and dad's house. Do you know what I mean? Because she was still living there at the time. I'm not going to go back to my mum's place and knock on the door and say, vacate the house. I'm going to smash her back doors in. Do you know what I mean? So I thought, well, we just do what most people in Somerset do, and we'll just pull up on a fucking lay-by somewhere or up in the fucking woods. Do you know what I mean? It's full drive. We'll just fucking bang her in a field. Now, in my Jag, I had the full panoramic roof, right? So
you could see the stars whilst giving it a portion.
You were sleeping under the
I'm
stars.
a fucking romantic diva. Mate.
You are, aren't you? You're a sweetheart.
So I've chucked her on the back seat. I was like, right, sort yourself out, prep yourself for this. I'm going to give you the best 30 seconds of your life.
Prep yourself.
The kegs are down, mate. The fucking legs are back, and bosh, it's in, right? And I'm just fucking hammering away like a fucking dog with two dicks. I thought, fucking, here we go. Because I knew I was going back to Germany the following day, and I could have been fucking weeks or months without that bit of brass, do you know what I mean? So, anyway, I'm there doing my business and everything. Finished off. We've hugged. We've kissed. We've shed a tear. We've rolled over. And we've said our goodbyes, and that was it. Anyway, so about 3 weeks later, I'm now back in Germany, and I'm prepping a car to sell because obviously at this point I was leaving the army, and I'm basically getting rid of all my fucking assets, and yeah, trying to get rid of all my shit in one sock, as we put it.
Yep.
So I've taken the Jag back down to the dealership, and they said, like, you know, have you cleaned it all out? This, that, and the other. I said, yeah, it's fine. Anyway, I cleaned it all and, like, you know, hoovered it up, and my cars are always kept fucking
mint.
Yeah, clean. But on the fucking panoramic roof was a fucking footprint, right, of where I jacked their legs up and fucking been smashing one into her. And I thought, fuck it, do you know what? That can stay. That can just fucking stay.
For a fucking culture.
The old fucking detailer's going to get a chuckle.
Oh, mate. You know, well, the thing is, the guy who sold the car to me, he's a really good bloke. And he really did look after me when I was buying the cars from him. I pointed out to him and he went, yeah, mate, fuck it. He said, like, this, because that car went to the Isle of Wight. There's already a buyer for the car before I basically sold it. And he said, yeah, the car's going to the Isle of Wight. He said, like, I like to think they're probably driving around now and their kids are in the fucking baby seat looking up and there's like a fucking size 6 footprint just like above their head. And they're like, who the fuck's that belong to?
That's fucking brilliant. I like that.
Yeah, she didn't know that.
You're a creature.
Love it. And the best thing is when she got out, right, obviously she had a belly full of fucking spunk. Had to go around the back and obviously fucking shit it all out. I got the reversing cameras on the fucking back of the car, so I just like flicked that toggle round, stuck the cunt in reverse, and I've lit her up like a fucking Christmas tree. And I get a fucking front seat viewing of what's going on, and all I got was the little fucking finger getting put up, going "fuck you." Classy, mate.
Classy.
The words you used there will haunt me forever. Jeez.
All right, so
I love her dearly. I do love her dearly.
Oh, no, that's
yeah.
it's
I sit like I'm bad mouthing my missus. She's fucking mint.
Just quickly, have you appreciated the colour of this?
I was going to say something, yeah.
Motherfucker screen wash.
It is screen wash, isn't it?
That looks like that, you know, the $6.99 special from Halfords that you just bang straight into the motor.
Yeah, that's it. It's hideous. Right, so next question comes to us from Hannah Stone. It says, whose dick have I got to suck to get in the Doghouse hat? And then her partner, Ed, who obviously we've had on the podcast before, has backed it up by saying, Who is Hannah? Whose dick has Hannah got to suck to get in the Doghouse hat? Marlon?
It's coming.
It's coming. We are like we've said, it is in the works. It's not as simple as it sounds. We gotta get merchant accounts set up and work out taxes.
It sucks dick.
Yeah, don't worry, it's coming. These are everything you see on Instagram is just building a little bit of hype, but really it's just like samples and shit that we're trying to make out that is good enough to be sold.
Yeah,
because we have bought some stuff in the past that is nowhere near good enough quality.
No. We want like that fucking First Line t-shirts we had.
Oh, they were
hideous.
Crap, but they did a job, didn't they? But we won't diss the company live on the podcast, but they were horrendous.
The thing is, they were cheap as well.
They were cheap, very cheap, and they got in there quick, so we can't diss them for that.
Yeah.
But no, it's finding the right stuff at the right time and the right price, because we don't, like, we got to put a bit on it. We got to cover our costs and make a little bit. We got fucking shit to buy. We got beer to buy. We got fucking audio equipment to upgrade. We want to have cameras and stuff.
Yeah, like
soon.
Everybody wants to watch us.
Everybody, yeah, they do want to watch us. So we're looking.
Sucking dick.
Yeah, I don't. Who the fuck? Well, to be fair, I imagine, like, listening to this, you would wonder what we are up to.
Not sucking dick.
No, not in that way.
I don't know. I listened to your podcast the other week, mate, and it sounded like that.
It is a little bit like that, wasn't it? It was a good job they were on opposite sides of the fucking table.
Yeah, Gelato wanted to touch me.
Sweet
I
little
love you.
Marlon. Sweet little Marlon, yeah.
We'll also have a little game of footsie under it, shall we?
Come on in, Marlon, yeah. Yeah, but it's coming, don't worry. I think we'll probably put out hats at the same time.
Very soon.
Very soon? We could probably do that. Yeah.
I think I'll save this to the later question.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we just move on now.
Right. Okay. Yeah. The numerous people have asked.
This is the later question. yeah. I didn't even look at the fucking script. Sorry.
You wrote the running order.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the production quality of In the Doghouse
and
is
the 4 locos are taken over.
Unrivaled by Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
The later question is, numerous people have asked, when's the fucking merch coming out? Dukes of Hazzard and Sammy. What's his handle? I feel like he needs a shout out.
Lots of numbers.
I'm going to find it. Sammy 271096. There you go.
Yeah. It is coming. What I think we might do, if everyone's happy with it, is do like a pre-order.
Yeah, basically,
because I haven't got millions of pounds in the bank.
We both haven't got spare money to be buying stock. So when it comes to smaller stuff, we could probably fund that ourselves. Obviously, that's not a problem. But when it comes to hats, they are pretty fucking expensive to buy each. So we'll probably do a pre-order. We'll do 2 styles. Probably do 2 styles.
Two styles.
You'll get a week to put your pre-order in. And then once the window's closed, we're not doing them again.
Yeah.
That's it. Get your fucking hats where you can, and then once they're done, they're done. We will not be doing them again. If we do, it'll be a different style or something like that. I don't know, but yeah. So we do one.
What should we do? What are we going to do? We're going to do t-shirts, hats, and hoodies. I reckon.
I don't.
I've had a few people ask me about hoodies, and everyone wants a t-shirt.
I don't know. We'll have a think. We'll work it out. We'll do some. We'll definitely do some. We'll do. I think the hat's gonna have to be pre-order.
Yeah. Because I think it's all going to be pre-order because
they're far too expensive to buy in bulk, and we don't. People have got to understand that we don't want to be left with dead stock. So if we, let's say, bought 300, then we've got X £1,000 worth of stock sat in here, and then to find out that only 1/10 of the people that listen actually want to buy them, and then we're stuck with Y thousands of pounds of stock sat here in a doghouse, and we're like, oh great, yeah, we thought everyone was bitching they wanted merch, and it's all sat here, and we've lost all this money. So yeah, I don't know, it's coming, don't worry. It's you see all these YouTubers that sell merch, and you see other podcasts that sell merch, and that they've been in the game a lot longer than we have. We've been doing this 6 months. We're, like we said from the start, we're fucking idiots. We don't really know what we're doing. We are learning on the fly. We're learning fast. We're learning very fast.
Very fast.
Every week. Every day's a school day, Marlon.
Every day is a school day. I'm like, yeah. But
so, don't worry. It's coming.
Maybe give me, I want to say 2-3 weeks.
You reckon?
Just to have...
Yeah, so just so everyone's aware, I am not the man that does merch. I did one batch of merch, and that was it. And Marlon is on website and merch design now. I'm doing a lot of editing and Instagram and stuff. So If you want to scream at anyone, scream at Marlon, because I take enough fucking shit on this podcast.
You can find
Marlon.
me at In the Doghouse Marlon on Instagram.
You can. Marlon has got his own Instagram now.
You start abusing me,
Yeah.
I'll block you.
Okay. Well, so you're not like me then. That will just sit here and take it like
I'm fucking with y'all. I'll give it straight back.
some sort of cuck.
Suck a dick.
Yeah. So if you want to scream at anyone, say, "Oh, that'd be a hashtag. Where's the fucking merch, Marlon?" That can what? That's
that this week's hashtag.
Yeah, that's what it can be. Yeah. So, right. Moving on. Next question from our fans. Is...
Wait a minute.
I don't know if we should shout her out or not.
She sent it in.
To be fair, we didn't say it was going to be anonymous, so we'll all shout it out. So it's coming from Kelsey Palfrey. Is it weird to want to fuck celebrities who are older than your parents? It depends how old you are, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like my old man, what would have been my mum, are mid-50s. So I don't know. Would you fuck Kris Jenner?
Well, no, I was just sitting there looking back at a picture you got on the wall with the Queen, and I think, do you know what? Like, you know, back in the day, she was a fucking looker.
Yeah.
And I got, you know, I got amazing imagination.
Princess Anne was a smoker as well, wasn't
I just
she?
think it might be a little bit awkward, me sort of like firing one into my ex-boss, but nah, she'd definitely get it.
Anyways, yeah, there's a lot of fucking. How old's Jennifer Aniston and that now? Like they're always
Got to be
they got to
50.
be 50 on, haven't they? Surely there's like. No, I don't think it's weird, is it? No.
What about old?
I've watched some fucked up things on Pornhub. I've jerked it.
What about Pamela Anderson?
Oh, her and Tommy Lee on that fucking yacht.
Hey, puppy.
You never take that image of her pussy out your head, will you?
No, you won't. Yeah, no, I would. I'd fuck Pamela Anderson in a heartbeat. She's probably spent all of her fucking Baywatch earnings on having that fucking face and tits tightened up. So you're putting it the waste if you said no.
Yeah. She'd get it.
She would. Yeah, definitely.
What about Mary Berry off a Great British Bake Off?
Hell no.
Fuck off, mate. Hey, I'll tell you what, right?
She is a national treasure, Marlon.
Yeah, she's I don't
And
want to
do you know-
fucking break her.
I'd nationally bury my dick in that ass.
I'll tell you what. If you was getting your shaft fucking tugged off,
Fucking right in the pussy.
if you were getting your shaft tugged off with a bird who looks like she's got Parkinson's, mate, you're gonna fucking blow your load in 30 seconds, and she's gonna bake you a fucking nice cake after to say thank you for it.
A Parkinson's shake, like.
Honestly,
I do like a nice cake though.
it's like when you wear the old ribbed effect condoms, isn't it? I mean, like her hands are like fucking
Oh, jeez.
clean every fucking
Imagine it.
knuckle and bone, wouldn't you?
Oh,
It is, yeah.
No, stop.
Yeah, the old ribs
I
and
don't
dots.
think you'd know what you wouldn't
Ribs and
fucking
dots
control
on the
yourself,
foot.
Stop. No.
Yeah. Oh, there's nothing wrong with the mature category on Pornhub. Shout out.
Yeah, I don't mind a older bird.
I don't mind a cougar.
Oh, Big Chief's older than me.
Yeah, we all know that. You've always liked the older bird, though, haven't you?
Yeah.
Let's not get it twisted. It's not like Mrs. Marlon is 50. She is only like what, 2 years older than you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't want everyone on the podcast thinking you're just like banging some pensioner. She's gonna kill me if she ever is this, which she won't because they never listen to
Yeah.
it. We listen to enough of you two fucking idiots.
Yeah. Every day. Someone's on the phone to someone. Someone's doing FaceTime.
Squawk, squawk, squawk.
Yeah.
Fuck them. Yeah, so I'll answer your question there, Kelsey. I think we all would. So shout out to you for that one. Next, Marlon, who's next? No, this is. Oh, I like this question.
So this is Cam Davey. Can you talk about cars and some of your personal favourites? So what I want to do is cut this in half a little bit.
Yeah,
And go favourite supercar you'd like to own.
yeah.
And then do like
Are
affordable...
you saying supercar? Or are you just saying a car that you probably won't be able to afford?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's
I'm not a Lambo man, but
No, I mean no.
No, I mean like but there are very expensive cars that aren't supercars. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. If we go like cars we can probably never afford,
Yeah.
unless In the Doghouse takes off massively.
We are blown up. We'll sit that McLaren ain't too far out the window. You know what I'm saying?
How much have we earned?
You might. Oh god, how much have we earned from this podcast, Marlon?
Shit, I'm just gonna have to get a calculator out in a minute.
Oh Jesus, I reckon we are only close to only £1,500 in the red.
I'd probably go $2,000 on a road.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Oh, Christ, we really should start a Patreon at some point.
Yeah.
None of these cunts are going to give us any money to listen to this bollocks. We put a Patreon on there, so we're like, oh, fucking pay for that. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, and we'll do it, and you can fund our drinking.
Right.
I should not work in public relations.
No, you'd fuck everyone off. So if we do cars you can't afford,
Yeah.
versus affordable, idyllic things.
Oh.
So we go cars I can't afford first. Keith?
I wouldn't go with like what you'd call a super car. So, because they don't really tickle my pickle, mate. But I would have like maybe like a custom sort of 6-wheel drive fucking Merc AMG fucking pickup truck.
Oh, G36C.
Like, yes, mate. Yeah. But on the outside it would be like your fucking massive knobblies, skyjacked, ball bars, like an absolute fucking war machine. But in the inside it'd be
TVs all up in the headrests.
quilted fucking seats. Do you know what I mean? We've got the Alcantara on the
with the
dash
window back,
and all the rest of
holocrack.
it.
Money ain't a thing.
Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
we're squashing cunts on the outside and smashing bitches in the back.
Ah, yeah.
Running down protesters and banging hoes.
You got it.
Hey.
Yeah. Affordable car? Fucking hell, I couldn't really afford much at the minute.
Attainable car, I think, would be like
So something that's sort of on our, like, you know...
You know, like when somewhere between now and dead, you think you could probably be able to buy.
I would really... I mean, look, he's going to fucking go...
Yeah,
he knows what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So I've grown up around Land Rover, Range Rover, right? Fucking...
I see you too are a man of culture, Keith.
I've had the new ones, and I've had some of the old ones, and I've grown up around all of it. But like I say, since I've had the one I bought that Reg had tipped me off on, I am fucking in love with that car. So I'd like to think that at some point between now and being dead, I could have a latest Range Rover, full fat, but I'd like to go for the full autobiography, like, you know, the 4-seater, long wheelbase, champagne flutes in the back, and the gun racks in the boot, and every fucking extra there is. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, they've just brought out the, you know, a friend of mine's got the ultimate biography, or the autobiography ultimate edition. They've just relaunched that this year in the, I think, the L405 format. Yeah. Oh my fucking
The thing is, I mean, people knock them all the time. They're like, oh no, fucking shit, they do nothing but break down. Yeah, but what people fail to realise is you buy a car that costs that much, you need to be able to afford to keep a car like that going on the road. So, you know, if you can't afford to do that, then don't buy the fucking car.
Yeah.
You know, like my car at the minute, I mean, I had a puncture the other day. That's £330 a corner just for a tyre. You know, that's
Oh, hot damn.
That's a lot of money when you got to start changing 4 corners at the same time. Okay, now, yeah, I can't really afford it. I'll just wait until I can. You know, if something goes wrong with that car, I park the cunt up and it sits there. You know what I mean? And I'll keep it looked after and we go back on. But yeah, I'd like to have... If they did one the same shape as the one I've got, it would be fucking amazing, because that's the only car, like I said, I've owned, and I can't walk away without looking back at it. But you see, when it does run, it runs amazing, right? You'll back me with this. Like,
oh, I know exactly what you're saying. Like, I have the same model Range Rover as Keith, and it's just a cut above, isn't it?
My dick fucking swells when I drive that car.
Oh yeah. That's the when you get in and drive it, there's nothing else that I have driven that compares to it.
No, and like you drive anywhere, and like it turns heads, and like the women want to be with you, the men want to be like you. That's all I can say.
I think well, I don't know what more there is to say about it. I think he's absolutely fucking nailed it there, really. Yeah, I love mine to pieces. But like you were saying, I've got on my number plate. I've got my number plate, which is personalised all the fuck because I'm one of those cunts. And then on the bottom of the number plate, in the bit where you would buy the car, it would have like station motor, auto vehicles or whatever. On the bottom, it says no money in the job, because when I first bought it, it was a very expensive car for how young I was. But now the cars were a fuck all. But I'm thinking, no, if you understand it the right way, it's like, yeah, no money in the fucking job, because I've got to pay so much to keep it on the fucking road. Yeah. the fucking repairs are obscene. Yeah. And I think when I see people with P38s on the road, like my Safari Queen, the old Jurassic Park killer, I think, you know what, I take my hat off to you, because realistically, keeping
the amount of money you've pumped into that to keep it going,
to keep that fucking thing going, the prices of the parts are only going up and there's limited. There are the people that are willing to work on the really in-depth parts of them, like the electrics, the suspension, the audio systems that are so fucking complex,
over complex,
absolutely. Alarm systems.
As Land Rover do.
Yeah,
Land Rover like to overcomplicate
that's
everything.
their thing.
That's coming from
whenever I see one on the road, I'm like, you know what? You're a real enthusiast. You got real skin in the game, and you're a true believer, because there's no one else in this world that is willing to do what you've done, unlike me and a few other fucking weirdos. And
that's it. There's a local P38 with a V8 in.
Oh yeah, I know the bloke. Yeah,
fucking gorgeous.
That red one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dark.
Like, it's so clean,
so fresh, so clean. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Go on, Marlon. Hit me up. What are you feeling? Attainable, and then sort of not saying not attainable, but like the dream.
I'll go non-obtainable first. I would fucking love a Celine S7.
Oh, you're one of those. You're one of those weird people like I am that really knows what a Celine S7 is.
Yeah.
American made.
Do you know what a Celine is?
Oh,
I've never heard of it, mate.
No.
Oh, they don't exist. They only existed for a few years, didn't they?
No, Celine's been around for a long time, but they only made a few of them.
It kind of looks a little bit like a McLaren F1, but then
it doesn't. That's insulting.
No, it's not. And then the back kind of looks like a Countach.
No, it doesn't.
No, Diablo. Sorry, a Diablo. Look at him. He's getting all arsy about it now.
Because I knew somebody was not going to know about it.
You've even got a tab saved.
Yeah, I got a
You
tab
meant me.
set up in the
Come on, then. Gorgeous. Are you having it in the burnt orange? Or are you having it in silver?
I'd like it in silver, I think.
Oh, I think the burnt orange is gorgeous, personally.
Oh, is that it there?
Yeah.
I know what you're on about.
You see what I'm saying? It's kind of Countach, and then the back end, it's kind of Countach. What engine's in it, by the way?
That looks like the car used to nick on.
750 horse.
You know, Grand Theft Auto 5, you just nick them. Didn't they have one of them on there?
Yeah, something similar. Well, I bet they would have.
Just look at all the vents.
Yeah, but what you see, the front of it kind of says sort of McLaren, and the back kind of says Diablo, and the middle kind of says
Check the hard drive.
What a cunt! I didn't insult your. When you were talking about your Range Rover, I bit my tongue.
Yeah, I know. Why do you think I said what I just said?
Go on, then. What engines you got in there, Marlon?
2-litre VTEC.
Is it LS? It must be. It's American made, isn't it?
V8.
Of course it is. It's American. It's not going to have flat six.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's 750 horse.
Is it? Naturally aspirated? Must be.
One recently sold for $500,000.
I'm just looking at the price now.
Yeah.
467.
That is gorgeous.
Oh, it's definitely out there, isn't it?
It's one of the very few sort of American supercars. I mean, you could kind of classify the new Corvette as a supercar because it's rear engine and it's pushing big power. But it's not, because it's kind of affordable. You wouldn't really call it a supercar, would you?
Supercar.
It's like
it's not 100 plus.
The Tesla model, is it not Model 3? The Tesla, what's it called? Tesla Tesla Model S Plaid is like one of the fastest cars in the world, but you wouldn't class it as a fucking supercar, would you?
No.
It's a saloon.
Yeah.
But it is one of the fastest production cars in the world. Same with the Corvette. It's just not. It doesn't have that price tag. It's not got that exclusivity.
That's it.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So I think they only made like.
Well, they weren't. I think after that they disappeared after the S7, didn't they? No, they did do a 4x4 or pickup or something, didn't they?
And they were also re-releasing that relatively soon.
Yeah, but is that like a rebuild type thing out of the same molds and shit, or are they actually doing like an updated version?
They're doing an updated version.
Similar to what sort of DeLorean
but they're
did
only building 7.
Yeah, it never really gets a hype because it's like only for billionaires that can afford to buy them. What's your attainable supercar?
It's really difficult because
nice car,
like
dream car.
I like a lot of cars, unfortunately. So you'd have to be like, I'll list off a few. So I'd love a 6R4.
Is that Metro, isn't it?
Metro 6R4.
I should have to little think. That's what. Don't worry. I'm not going to test my car knowledge, you little bitch.
I'd love an S2.
What's an S2?
RS Turbo.
Well, Ali G all the fuck. That's alright.
No, that's an R5.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Ford. So like my XR but in turbo version
and
hardtop. There are so many things. I'd be here all fucking day. Obtainable cars, which I will eventually own. I'd love RS200's probably out of my budget.
Oh Christ, yeah, they were out of my budget, but they were out of everyone's budget when they first came out.
Yeah.
About the Audi RS6, I quite like them. They're because they're quite a high performance car, aren't they? But affordable and very practical.
Some of the earlier ones had the Lambo V10. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah.
Someone's gonna scream at me.
But the thing is, if I give my missus,
don't give it to her.
If I give Big G something nice, she'll fucking destroy it.
We know what happens to the 192, Marlon. It's just not worth the fucking effort, is it?
197.
Yeah, sorry. I don't care. It's French.
Numbers.
It's French. I don't care.
Even the fucking Passat now. Obviously, I bought that really, really nice Passat.
Oh, don't. No.
It's fucked. It's full of dog hair.
Why do they destroy everything we love?
Because you let them have it.
Yeah.
But
out here preaching fucking gospel, Keith.
I can't put her on a bike.
Why not?
She's got 2 dogs to cart around.
They got legs, didn't they?
Well, Bullet's only got 3 at the minute.
Right. Stick him in the back.
Have some of this, you little bitch.
Reg, what about you, Shaq?
Myself, attainable car. I'm gonna go away from what I usually say, which is I've got my dream car, and I do. That Supercharge is the car I've always wanted, and there's nothing really much more I want other than that. But I do really want the new Defender. And it's going to upset a lot of people going, oh, well, it's not a real Defender. It's not really the same, is it? It's got cool it Defender. It looks more like a Kia Soul. It's not ladder chassis, has it? Well, it's not a real fucking British engine in there, is it? No, it's not how they used to make them, is it? No, it's not made in Solihull.
Everyone that said that, though, can't afford to buy one.
Fucking preach. Fucking preach. That's all they do is your opinion on the new Defender will be accepted when you can afford to buy one. If you've got fucking they start at 42, I think. So if you've got 42 grand kicking around, or they're going to approve you on 42 grand finance, and you're going to say no, all right, I'll take your opinion.
The thing I think with this though, like interjecting here, this kind of goes back to like what you said earlier about how old is too old to be going around saying this is fucking lit. A lot of people are kind of stuck in the fucking times. And
they cannot continue to make the old Defender.
I'm looking at that poster on your wall there of the old fucking Series Land Rover.
That's the Huey. That's the first one, Series 1.
So, fucking hell, you couldn't build cars like that no more on the road, one, because they just wouldn't fucking pass MOT standards, because if you hit someone in that, you'd fucking kill them.
Well, this is it. People say, well, it's a EU, innit? That's a EU that stopped that coming in, because no airbags, you hit a pedestrian and go kill them. That's what the EU have done. No, it's not. It's the fact that we've made that car for nearly 80 years. At some point, we are going to have to redesign it. Yeah, Name me another car that you've put on a ladder chassis for fucking 80 years.
You'll get a lot of people now that will sit there and say, yeah, but, it's not what a fucking Defender should be. Because, they were there back in the days to replace the horses from ploughing the fucking fields and, pulling trailers across for putting hard ground and ploughs. They had, PTOs fitted, all the rest of it.
Things.
Yeah.
But I'm not being funny, but, in 2021, why are we going to be towing a fucking plough with a Land Rover 110? That's what the fucking John Deere set up in the fucking barn for. Do you know what I mean? Times have fucking changed.
Yeah.
All right, I look at them, and there's certain parts of that Defender I do like. The front end, I'm sort of massively in love with. The back end is yet to be worked on, but it might not be as practical in certain ways, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, they are working tools. I think most people that moan about it, points are relevant, innit?
I just think it's fucking...
Well, given the nature of your job, mate, it's going to be practical for what you do.
I do quite like the shape
had
of
something.
them, to be fair.
Hey?
I do quite like the shape of them.
I think the older stuff...
It's a modern Defender.
The old Defender, it is a... Has anyone ever... You've driven one, obviously.
Yeah,
you've driven
unfortunately.
Now, I've said on the podcast before, I've driven my old man's. Now, unless you are a stunted cunt, who, your uncle's your sister's brother's boy, and you come from the shallow end of the gene pool... They are the most uncomfortable, undriver friendly. They're just.
Mate, if you talk
You
about
twat your fucking elbow every 2 minutes.
your old man's Land Rover was luxury compared to what I had in the military.
Well, that's what I mean.
Fucking hell.
No door cards, nothing.
Some of them didn't have fucking doors on them. Well, look at the Wimmicks.
That would have been nice.
Look at the
You
Wimmicks. They
wouldn't
didn't have
hit
a
the
fucking
fucking
roof.
elbow.
No, but I mean, like, we used to drive them from, like, Maidstone all the way across to the fucking Brecon Beacons when we was training in Sennybridge. And if you hadn't shut your spine out before Lee Delamere services on the M4, something was going right. Do you know what I mean? But
you had too much fat on your ass to be to be in the fucking army.
oh, mate, it wasn't uncommon for the steering rack to fall apart or fucking something to happen. They were just fucking hideous. I mean, one of my mates had bought this, like, I think it was like a JBL 1400 watt fucking type fucking Bluetooth speaker. Whacked the cunt up in the centre console. This Land Rover 110 foot. Yeah, we'll bang some tunes on this fucking 75-hour drive because that's how long it takes in a fucking Defender.
Yeah, 40 mile an hour.
It's like a shoebox, innit, mate? And when the weather's against you, you're fucked. We couldn't fucking hear the cunt. The engine noise, the road noise, everything. I mean, you get there and, like, people are like, right, form up, get yourself put in this fucking bass line here, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, huh? What the fuck? You fucking... It's like when you walk out of a nightclub at 3 in the morning, it's just banging in your ear rolls all night. You're like fucking... You're drunk on fucking noise, ain't you? But yeah.
Yeah, so that's my attainable vehicle.
What's the unobtainable? Your kryptonite.
I don't...
Young Reginald.
It would be the Lancia Delta HF2 Final Edition.
Yeah.
It's Lancia Delta Integrale HF2 Final Edition. So that is martini'd all the fuck, all the livery. He's got the duckbill on the back. He's got the dirty, great big red flaps that look like they've been cut out of a sheet of fucking rubber.
Because they have.
Yeah, literally, there's no style in there. Fucking dog box in there, full cage, two seats.
Down for that.
Yeah, my missus' uncle owns one.
Oh.
Yeah,
you can get it left to you in the will? Or?
I was meant to be going over there this year to go and have a look at it. Well, that was a bit of a story behind that. I didn't think I told it on the podcast before. So my missus' uncle, he is an editor for one of the largest auto magazines in this country. And he bought that car out of Japan. It had literally done a rally in Japan. And he bought it in about, I think it came over in 2 containers. There were that many pieces to it because it had been absolutely trashed. He spent, I think he spent 30 years rebuilding it. And I got sent pictures
of me. And I get taken the piss out of me for dragging out a patio.
Well, the problem is, everything has to be made because Lancia aren't Lancia anymore. So everything had to be custom made, custom built, whatever you want to say. And so, yeah, he had it rebuilt over, I think, about 30 years. And
the king of dragging out a job.
Well, see, Irish.
Get him on a fucking podcast, mate.
Well, if we can go international, take her over to Northern Ireland, we'll go over there and have a chat with him. But yeah, so I think I asked him, or Mrs. asked him, what you going to do with it? Now it's done. It is literally done. It's finished. It is back to how it was rallying in Japan before its crash.
Ready to rock, tranquil.
Yeah. So what are you going to do with it? You're going to show it? You're going to museum it? You're going to bubble wrap it? Oh no. I'll take a fucking rallying again.
I tell you what.
He's just going to rally the cunt.
Some of them Irish blokes are like that.
Oh, they're mad. They're mad.
There's a shed over.
They don't care.
In Ireland, which Ken Block's been to. One of his, I don't know if it's friends or not, but there's like 5 RS200s and he rallies them.
What?
And he'll take them down to like the local supermarket to get his shit.
Don't give a fuck.
Don't give a fuck.
It's only miles on the clock, innit? What does it matter? What an absolute champion. Yeah, that's my dream car. Lancia Delta Integrale HF2 Final Edition, I think. Yeah, it's like the biggest and best Lancia they ever did. And, everything. It's Group B, all to hell. It just makes my fucking... It makes my shit hard.
6R4 RS200, yeah. Group B was the fucking...
We're born in the wrong era. We're born in the wrong era.
We're 20 years too late, I think.
We are. So, right, I think that's a good time to cut to a break. We're going to get guest beer of the week out along with the 4 Locos and try and give a decent review on it while we're lips fuck. We'll be back shortly. We love you all and cheers. Right, welcome back. I've been to the fridge, and what have I got here, Marlon?
You've got Eternal Session IPA, Northern Monk.
Northern Monk.
4.1%.
That's nice. It looks good. It feels good. Like I give it a little squeeze. There's not as much carbonation as you'd have in a lager because you can sort of push the can in. Men of culture now. We know what we're talking about.
It's not a wrap can either.
It's not a wrap can. It's a printed can. So it's obviously from a larger brewery. Who's it made by? It's a product of... No. It's independent. So, yeah. It's vegan. I see that much. Right, anyway. So without any further ado, it's time to read the Monty Bullshit!
Hey, yep. We're Northern Monk.
Is that literally what it says?
Yeah. A few years ago, we set out to brew some of the best beer in the world from a damp cellar in the north. That's where you all fucking live out there.
That's what the north is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Damp and dark.
You've met my wife.
We didn't have much, but with the support of friends, family, and a £5,000 gift from a grandparent, we've come a long way. A lasting commitment to creating the best beer experiences we can, whilst working with the community around us, continues to drive us forward.
That is up there.
That is some marketing
That's
bullshit.
up there. Do you know what that is? That comes in a joint first with Sierra Nevada.
Oh,
Which
To be fair, with £5,000 up north, you could buy a fucking city, couldn't you?
£5,000 you've bought whole.
£5,000 for whole. You've been ripped
What was
off.
it? What was Sierra Nevada's one? It was
it was
family owned and argued over. That's what I liked. Right, should we get into it? See what we think? Oh, Jesus Mary. I've had a very intense gulp of that. Is yours done the same?
Yeah.
Yours?
Yeah, it just fucking ejaculated in my face.
Yeah.
It's like boot camp all over again.
Shit. If my missus did that when I went down on it, I'd be fucking well happy.
I'd have her on OnlyFans and I'd pack this shit in and just live the life of Riley.
That's quite a fruity one, isn't it? Do you not think?
It is
I think that's got a bit of a mango
It's
sort
got
of like.
definitely some grail frit in.
Grail frit.
Grail frit.
Speaking
grapefruit.
English to me, mate.
Oh, yeah, but it's not as much as the last one that we had on was, with Ed and Gilo.
Shit.
That was, honestly, I've got it somewhere. No, and do you know what? I didn't even fucking keep the can because I wasn't even going to put it on Instagram. It didn't deserve that.
Oh, have you had a second swig? Do you not think that fruity thing's gone right out the window?
It's a lot. It was all in the foam, the fruit.
Yeah.
And but it's still, it's light. I'd say it's not a super heavy IPA. It's again sort of.
I think because obviously this is all audio, we haven't got no visuals going on here, but the can that we've got here is like quite light blue. You've got like what looks like the coastline with the clouds in the background.
Yeah.
I mean, if you was to describe the taste, it almost looks like how the can is.
Yeah, it's light and airy and kind of
yeah, massively, yeah.
And you've got what is it? Assassin's Creed on the front there, living his best life.
It's not SEO. Oh, it is SEO.
Half man, half drugs.
This is on shuffle play, mine.
Oh, it's a love this song. Fucking love this song. I wonder if anyone can. Identify
They
it.
laughing much.
Nothing but big things. Check the hit list. I'ma twist shit. What came with the name? Yeah. So
Fucking with the best.
Rams.
I write checks.
What? We're a fucking bollocks. Right, let's
Do you
get
know how many units are in
I
a
don't.
Four Loko?
You know what? You guts that in you. You're on your third. Keith's just cracked this second. I'm halfway into me second.
There are 4 units.
Pint of screen wash here. How you getting on?
There are 4 units in a can of Four Loko.
I am a fucking unit, Marlon.
That is a fucking can of punch in hand right there.
It is, isn't it? That is Texurex fuel. I might square this off and fucking see what she's up to.
You know, if you drink that all night, you're gonna walk back home, kick the missus, kiss the fucking dog, and pass out on the fucking sofa.
Oh shit! I tell you what. Obviously, we recorded Friday night,
Yeah.
so I got home. I was fucking.
You were
lit.
fucking bollock. I had to kick you out. Do you remember that?
No.
I was like, you have to go home. It's 3 o'clock. I have work tomorrow. And you're like, I'd say another thing, Reg, right? This podcast, we are going places. we're gonna do something with this. Like, yeah, we are. We're like
It's big in Japan, mate.
Yeah, we are. I'm like Godzilla.
I didn't realise I was that fucking
twatted.
bakakied.
Thing is, usually when I kick you out, I start shutting shit down, and you just like not get the hint, but you're like, "Oh, Reg, just shutting shit down. It's time to go to bed." It's like the same with the landlord. When the landlord starts putting chairs on the table and collecting glasses, you're fucking off.
Time to go.
I shut everything down. I turn the lights off, and you're still here, just like, right, so we're gonna record because you go on holiday, and do you know, I'd say, Reg, you're my best friend. I love you. I was like, go the fuck home. Your missus rang you, and you were like, she was like, you coming home soon, but? And you were like, no. I was like, no, he is coming home. He's got about an inch left in that Corona. No, I'm fucking not. Staying here.
Right.
I am the doghouse. Fuck you.
So I got home, and she was fucking fuming.
Yeah.
Which was fine. So her and Tank went to bed, because Tank stays in the bed. Bullet stays downstairs in the crate, because he's a fucking retarded cunt.
With you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Lads.
Bullet put himself to bed. So he's got his crate, and then he's got his mat beside it.
And is he sitting there looking at you and the back door at the same time?
No, you can't. The doors are shut. You can't see the back door from there. Her rig, she does a lot of like online gaming. Her rig set up there. There's his bed, and then his crate. So he was in his bed, which is open, which is where he usually sits when she plays her games. Oh, you dirty cunt. So I must have thought, Bullet's just sat in his bed by himself. I obviously went to cuddle him. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning on the dining room floor.
Is that what you were like?
Yeah. I don't know. I can't. I remember going over to go, oh, Bullet, come here, you dense cunt. We'll give you a cuddle.
He said the same to you.
Yeah. I woke up at 8 o'clock in the morning, and my head was fucking pounding all day.
You'd guts it into you. We were on them snorkels like no tomorrow. Right, so getting back to beer review, what are we saying?
So we're next to... I want to compare it to Sniper, but Sniper was better.
Yeah, I would as well, which kind of hurts me to say because
it's muted Sniper, I think.
Yeah, it's like a little bit less. I'd say it's more of it's got a bit of a lagery feel to it.
Yeah,
in that you could like sort of sit there gutsing it into you. Like I always think when we do these sort of IPAs and the beers and the ales and stuff, I sort of look at it in a 330 can and I think, is that the right size can for it? Where in reality, I could probably do like a 440 or a 500. That I think that would have been suited better for it, but they've obviously put it in a 330 to put it in that sort of price bracket of like a, very fancy. It's not expensive, but in that higher sort of price bracket. So
that's it. They
it's nice. Expensive. It's very nice. I'm not overly. Yeah, I don't know. It's nice. It is nice. If I were to see it on tap, I would order it over an Amstel, definitely, because I like.
It's definitely a session drink. Isn't it?
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is that you could drink a lot of it. It's not like some of our beers that we've had only like one and done. Like that. Yeah. What was it? That chitty bang bang.
Yeah.
That shit was like one and done. But yeah, it's nice.
What are we saying then? So I'm going to give it a solid 6.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm on that sort of weight, but I might be a little bit more scathing than that. I might give it like a 5.8. Keith, what you saying?
Yeah, I'll probably go for about a 6, I reckon. For
all right, so average that out, we're looking at about like 6.1-ish, 6.15. So, yeah, all right. It's good. It's a good score on the leaderboard. We really do need to make a actual leaderboard for it. I'll do that starting from now.
Starting again from now.
Chicken dippers! Right, we will make a leaderboard.
Next question. From Stano in the 406.
He got really arsey about that, didn't he? Oh, I'm sorry. I do apologise.
Oh, Kinger. So, Kinger's asked us, is it true dogs can't look up?
Big Al also says dogs can't look up.
You found that! You fucking found that! The production quality of this podcast goes from fucking hitting mics like this.
Goes from 0 to hero, doesn't it?
It does, and then Marlon just comes out with fucking cutting up a whole fucking video to try to convert it to an MP3 to then bang it onto our soundboard just for one question. One question.
What? We got to show the fans.
We care. Yeah, we do.
We do care.
We do care. Big Owl says dogs can't look up. So, if you could pass me your phone a minute, Keith. I'm just going to ring your ex-girlfriend and ask her if she can look up.
I could tell you now she can't.
I need the air horns there.
Ring that bell.
Ring your fucking bell. Yeah. No, dogs can't look up.
Yeah, they can.
They can.
Bullet's retarded, and he can look
never had a
up.
dog, have you?
I've had dogs.
Do you want another one?
Do you want me to get her in?
That was not the joke I was going to make. No. I tried to avoid that purposely.
When you put the peanut butter down there and they're fucking chowing away on it, they do look up at you.
Hiya.
Hi.
Killing me.
Why you saying, Misa Keith, you are? Why you? Not with the peanut butter. Oh, I still have to be cut.
No, it'll be fine.
No. It's not
so,
racist
right.
if you do a good impression.
Look, you ain't got to fucking do this. I'm just putting the ideas out there.
What, I've got to slather my fucking shaft and plums in peanut butter? Most don't even like that. If I wanted to do that, I'd get the old Lotus Biscoff spread and just fucking slaver it over my fucking balloon knot. She'd be munching down on that like no tomorrow. She eats the fucking stuff out of the jar with a spoon. Just, if only she'd eat my ass like that. But there you go. Right, so next question is from Mr. Chave.
Yeah, that French cunt.
Mr. Chave. Oh no. Hi, puppy. Misa. I don't know why I'm doing a Mexican voice for that. It's just what's ingrained in my head. I just love Latina bitches, but French. Oh, oui. Mr. Chave. Mr. Chave. Oh, oui. It's from Matt Chave, and it is, what is the impact on social media? On the impacts of social media on life, the good and the bad.
There's fuck all good about it, is there?
Well, I disagree with you there a little bit because it's got us out there. From like a
if it wasn't for social media, I think we would have been a third to half of where we are now.
Yeah.
It's only because
from a company point of view.
From a company, company,
I stand
Mike.
corrected. Sorry, I'll take back what I said.
Company in the Doghouse Limited.
I don't know what else
I
to call us.
you've got a platform there to amplify you guys, who you are, to get the bigger picture out to a wider audience. Yeah.
Whereas, like my personal Facebook profile,
My personal faith. My faith. My personal faith.
my personal Facebook profile is done. I'm nearly ready to call it quits. My personal Instagram profile, I just turned over to Doghouse Marlon, just because the only reason I use it is to interact with the people we listen.
Yeah. Well,
Social media is great. I think if like you want to sell something, whether it's a podcast or your fucking car or your missus on OnlyFans or your mum. Not my missus don't do it. My mum does it. Fucking love it.
Yeah,
mate,
sorry,
Christmas-
mother for sale.
Mate,
She
fuck off.
very cheap.
I grew up, mate, as a
selling
kid, and
things.
like, you know, you get your stocking at Christmas as a fucking lump of coal and a tangerine. Since OnlyFans have come along, mate, I'm getting fucking all sorts of shit for Christmas. But on the flip side to that, I think social media's taken over people's lives.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's not been a day where I come home from work and she's fucking glued to the screen. And look, I'm not going to deny it. There's times where I'm glued to it as well, and I think it entraps you into that. Like it's a
thing.
Like we used to talk to each other. I mean, to be fair, like this whole podcast, we just communicated via WhatsApp, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think my personal opinion on social media is, I've said it before, and it is a little bit of I think it's a Joe Rogan quote. Social media is great because it's given everyone a platform, but social media is bad because it's given everyone a platform.
Yeah.
You know, it's a everything about it is a double-edged sword. You've got everyone interacting. Like there have been, I can't remember where it was. I'm not going to try and be politically correct here, but I'm pretty sure there was an uprising and they overthrew the government in a South American country because they could organize over Facebook, and they managed to overthrow the government because they all got on these like big group chats and like groups and all this kind of stuff. And they managed to interact with
I'd mute that.
I mute that. It was like, yeah, we're going to overthrow the government. Oh, Marlon's like, oh, my phone is pinging non-stop.
Mute it.
No, but like, there's a lot of good that comes from it. A huge amount of good, but there's a huge amount of bad, like everything in life.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing now, we're getting fucked up. Alcohol's great fun, but also it causes a lot of pain to a lot of families and a lot of people, you know? But it's tough. It is tough. I don't really know where I stand on it. I think it's not going anywhere, is it? Let's be honest. It's not going anywhere. So it's just a matter of you've got to get used to it, and it'll do what it'll do.
Try not to spend too much time on it because it is shit. It's people trying to put.
No, but if you are going to spend time on it, please spend it on the Doghouse Instagram. Like us, follow us, all that shit.
Yeah.
The thing is, you got to remember,
the underscore Doghouse underscore.
How easy people have got life now. Like, see, I sort of go back to my early days, and like you think
when everything was in black and white.
Yeah, but like, you know, if you want to have a wank, you go down the local packy shop and buy a razzle dazzle fucking 40 plus, and then get back to your room and have a little knuckle shuffle and job done. But like, you
knuckle shuffle, mate.
Fucking, you know, like my boy's 10 now, and he's probably sitting there looking at my mum on OnlyFans or something. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? It's all there, isn't it? Social media's fucking there.
That's a scary thing. Like, did you grow up in the internet porn age? Or were you just before that?
I was before that. Like, I had the Playboy magazines and shit.
I was literally on the cusp of it. I was on like the 3 free videos a day on Pornhub through like your ISP. So if you
went to youporn.com, you got 5 free videos.
Yeah, and if you couldn't find one that you were going to crack out to, you had to go on Google Images and just give it your best one. Like, but yeah, God, some of the younger people that are listening now are like, what do you mean Pornhub wasn't free?
No one's got the power of imagination no more, though, have they?
Oh, I can when I'm in the shower.
Oh, no, but what, you know, like back then, you had to really use your head. Like, you'd be sitting there going, oh, what about that bird that works for me? Called fucking hell, yeah.
Yeah, I said that one that served me a pint the other day.
You create this fucking scenario or something. You know it.
I'm taking her out the back and all.
But yeah, now you can just sit there and fucking whack up your blooming transvestite Latina fucking bubble butt.
Whatever your heart desires.
Exactly, you know.
I think that's a good answer to that one. Thank you, Matt, for that one. Next.
Right, so... Big Ed, Somerset Hunters. What's Keith's opinion on Reg Rambo's new plinker?
I got a lot of time for it.
Yeah, see? Everyone does the same. Everyone does. Oh, you don't fucking want it. You don't fucking want that. That is going to be the biggest mistake of your life, that is. Yeah. Oh, don't. Yeah, fucking need that. Oh, God, Charlie. You don't fucking need it.
We had a bit of a chat about it, didn't we, last weekend when I popped over for a nice off the social. What you got to remember is like my background is military, and that's, you know, a lot of my shooting came from. You know, I did a lot of shooting prior to joining the military. Send it.
Fuck's sake.
And then like while I was serving, all my stuff was, you know, tactical grade style military weapon systems.
Kit.
Do you know what I mean? So if, you know, I would love to have like a fucking Silver Pigeon 12-bore shotgun or something like, you know, the Betton's Ollie, or, you know, they're nice guns, do you know what I mean? But that's not the shooting background I've come from, do you know what I mean? So I'm like well out my comfort zone, do you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'd call like the Tweed Brigades, do you know what I mean?
Right.
They're fucking brilliant.
You like something down and nasty.
But like, no, it's not down and nasty. I mean, for me, it needs to serve a fucking purpose. You know, I want to go and kick a fucking door down, take the people out inside the fucking room, and in and around it, push through that building into the next one, and then if that fails, you got your sidearms there. You know, that's me, mate. So when he bought that, I looked at it. It's black. It's got the pick and tinny. You know, it's got the magazines. It's got the right shape. It's got the right style. It serves the right purpose. And anything between me and 300 meters of that weapon system's fucking getting it.
Holla, holla, bling, bling.
So what we're saying is everyone has got that 14-year-old Call of Duty bloke inside them that just really likes my gun. Apart from Ed. Ed still didn't like it. But Jolo did, and so did Keith. So,
but when you've done it for real, and you've kind of, like, I've spoke to you before about this, like, I get fucking withdrawal symptoms. I miss that life a little bit, without trying to sound like a...
Yeah, no,
I don't need to be put on a register on, I think. Do you know what I mean? I'm not...
Yeah,
hard drive. Check the hard drive
next to the fucking secondary school.
No, but do you remember when I came on last time and we was talking about my fucking Range Rover, and I turned around and said to you, like, so when I left the army, the one thing, like, you know, a lot of people turn to like drugs and alcohol, and they have all these different things to get that same sort of buzz. I bought a Range Rover because there's nothing that's going to give you the same adrenaline rush and fucking fear factor.
Yeah.
Than what it was like walking out of a fucking front gate of a patrol base in the middle of Afghanistan, because you don't know what the fuck's going to happen, you know. So you know, I come round with Reg now and we go out and do a bit of shooting. I mean, he's throwing weapon systems in my hand that I'm used to handling, and I feel at home. I love it.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Thank you, Keith. Thank you for supporting me in my firearms purchase.
Somebody needed to.
Why don't you haven't shot it yet? You'll enjoy it when you shoot it, right?
It won't kick as much as a fucking 12, though, will it?
It doesn't matter how it kicks, mate. It's what it fucking does, mate.
She's a demon. That 22LR. Ooh, spit and brass like you've never seen. Okay, next question comes from Hannah Stone, which is, if you could be a fly on the wall, who, where, and why? Now, I'm going to answer this one first because I've got one in the chamber, on brand as fuck. So I really want to know what happened at the Kennedy assassination. I'd be a fly on the wall in the Texas school. Texas? No, it was Dallas, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The Dallas school book repository, something like that. Wasn't it?
Depository.
Depository. I want to be a fly in the wall on that floor next to that window to see if he was actually there. Oswald. Yeah, because there's a lot of disinformation. There's a lot of theories. I want to know. I just want to know what happened if he was there with that man liquor. That's what I want to know, because we're getting back into conspiracy theories again. But that is where I'd really want to be, because it's always bugged me. There's too much out there. It's all too sort of grey and hazy. That interests me no end.
Yeah.
That's where I want to be. If he was there, I'd be a fly on the wall there to see if he was the man that pulled the trigger, or whether there was somebody on the grassy knoll who did it. So, yeah, that's where I want to be. I won't get much more into that, but anyone that knows about the JFK assassination, then, yeah, you feel me. Go on, Emma.
Right, so I want to be a fly on the wall in the Fiat factory.
That took a fucking left turn pretty quick, didn't it?
In the design studio, in whatever, when they
made the Fiat 500!
No, when they created the multiplier.
Oh.
Who the fuck thought that was a good idea?
The melting car.
What?
I'm melting.
What? Why?
When was the last time you saw a multiplier?
Luckily, I think they're all nearly
I think
dead
they're all really gone, aren't they?
because they put their shitty Italian engines in. What? Who thought that was a fucking good idea? Who came up with that on paper and went, I tell you what, we'll send that to HR. She'll send it on to like Chief Designs, and Chief Designs goes, oh yeah, that looks really, really good.
I really struggle with how that got through design groups.
It's the most ugliest piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. Just wondering how it got through.
So you want to be a fly in the wall back in, what was that, in the late 90s that was built?
Yeah.
Horrendous. Keith, go on then.
Well, I was going to jump in and say I'd love to be a fly on the wall in fucking Joe Biden's office in the last fucking 2 weeks and see what the fuck that cunt was going on with. Do you know what I mean? But do you know what?
It seems what's happened in the fucking Italian factory.
Fuck him, he's an idiot. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in my bedroom, mate, when I go off to fucking work. Because I'll tell you what, mate, I'd love to sit and watch her fucking finger herself, mate.
I hear you.
It's something I've already, it's just, I don't know about you, Drive, but it's not something she's keen on, like, when I'm knocking about. No, I'm not doing that.
Some women are open
to it.
Some women are open to, I'm not fucking scared, mate. I mean, if I jump in a bed and she's like, no, not tonight, because I'm not quite feeling it, I'll be like, sounds, chuck the fucking lube, love, I'll sort myself out. I don't give a fucking monkeys, mate. I'd blow me beans everywhere and fucking roll over and fall asleep and say, clear that lot up. But, yeah, no, I mean, some women do, some women don't. But, like, do you know what? See, there's something I want to say, right? So, my missus,
I got something to say.
This is the first bird that I've been with, right? And, mate, we're 3 years in now. And there's not been a day that I don't look at my missus and still get that same fucking warm, fuzzy feeling like the night I first met her. It's kind of like when I park my Range Rover up at Tesco's and I walk into the shop and I've got to look back twice to make sure it's still there. And you come back
and don't start.
She starts. That's all that matters. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I think she's fucking
all out of a bag of nuts.
Click that.
She's all up together, mate. Like, you know, Fucking chassis's good. The fucking
Yeah,
cabs
full
all up
service
together,
history.
mate, yeah.
She's got a good MOT.
Yeah. I'll tell you
I know what
what,
you're fucking
mate.
saying.
Yeah, you don't really. Not a lot of people say that, though, do they? Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they go past the honeymoon phase and they kind of get a little bit like,
Get the itch, and
yeah,
what was it? They call it the fucking 5-year, 3-year, 2-year itch. Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying.
But yeah, I mean, mate, I'd love to watch her fucking finger blast herself, mate. I'd be fucking.
That's why I've been
beating
pushing
the meat right
OnlyFans
off.
for like the last 2 years. I'm like, calm down,
Mate, if I was that fly on the wall, mate, I'd be chucking muck everywhere.
You make some fucking scratch. So I want to be in the at JFK. You want to be in the Fiat Factory, and you want to be on your own bedroom wall. So that was a really very little take on that one. Go on, then. We have a lot of time left because we've got things to do. So what have we got next? Oh, Jesus Christ. What is Reg's opinion on the aggressive rearming of Russia and its impact on the geopolitical stability in the region and the world as a whole? Is Putin trying to rebuild the Soviet bloc? From Gelato. Right. No, I think Russia is doing what it did back during the Soviet bloc era of the CCCP, in that obviously they are the Russian Federation, and they sort of took Ukraine in a way, and nobody blinked the fucking eyelid, did they?
Nope.
Remember that? It was probably, 5-6 years ago? They literally were like, we're going into Ukraine. And
they wanted that port.
They did, yeah, and that was it.
And
Russia still believed that belonged to them back from.
Yeah,
days
well, Russia
of
still believes that Chechnya and various other parts of, what was the Soviet bloc still belongs to them. Now, I think, Putin, I think we all know that Putin has got Soviet dreams, in that he believes that a lot of this still belongs to what was Soviet Russia. The rearmament, I don't really know. They really do go through certain times of struggle in financial terms in their GDP. There'll be some great years, they make a lot of money, and there will be some awful years. You've got to remember that Russia is a fucking huge country.
It's relatively third world.
Yeah, there are parts of it that are like that still.
the majority of it.
Quite a lot of it, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You'd be surprised.
You got your Moscow and your St. Petersburg and all that.
And that's the only bit of Russia that exists.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I mean,
they are
to be fair,
the most densely populated parts of Russia.
Yeah.
And then you get your outliers, like you get Serbia and all that, and
It's just still like Cold War.
You got to remember,
buildings.
they are still fighting wars on multiple fronts. They always have been. You've got Chechnya, which is always trying to break away from Russia as a not an Islamic caliphate, but a Muslim country. And you've got Mongolia on the eastern side, which is always trying to move away and not be part of China, but be sort of part of itself. It's such a huge landmass. I think they're always going to have fights on fronts, and it's tough. I think the Ukraine is,
we're getting fucking deep here, aren't
well,
we?
yeah. Well, you ask deep questions, you get deep answers.
The locos are going down. The truth is coming out.
You got to put it this way. Look, what Putin's been in since 2001. He's not a democratically elected leader. He is a fucking. I couldn't go as far as to say a dictator, but he is a self-elected leader in that. Well, no, because he imprisons or kills anyone that stands against him. So you could go as far as to say he is a dictator. It's sad that we are in this sort of time, and you've still got leaders of countries assassinating and imprisoning leaders of the opposition. I feel bad for Nathan because he's written this question as a bit of a joke, and I've gone into it really hard, and it's turned into quite a sad subject. It's like if you live in, like we said, if you live in St. Petersburg or you live in Moscow, it's great fun. I'm sure it's lovely, and you go there as a tourist, and you see the fucking Kremlin. Oh, it's so beautiful! All this sort of, postmodernist architecture. I don't know, but yeah, it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Russia. I think it's similar to Afghanistan. It's a question that will never be answered. There's no definitive answer. You'll just have to leave it to do its thing. But the only problem is that Russia's got nuclear weapons and is a huge military force, whereas Afghanistan is still tribal and just a problem into itself.
Yeah. So
Not
we'll
a problem.
move on to the next question now, which is
Basically, shut up, Reg.
very, very light-hearted.
Yeah.
So, from Chave, old Frenchie,
Chave.
girls that do stuff purely for the gram. Who's or no?
What do you mean by girls that do stuff for the gram?
Purely for the gram.
So you mean like girls that hold
Oh, hey, look at me! I got my new boohoo outfit.
Yeah.
hold a shotgun, just be like, oh my god, country girl, hashtag
Look at me.
shooting, hashtag
Hi.
hi.
Rednecks paychecks. Look, me bent over this P38 with my AR-15 stuck in my hand, shooting the ranges.
Shout out to doll.
They're just attention seekers. They might be hoes, they might not be.
I wouldn't say they're all hoes. No, but like
Just attention
some,
seekers.
yeah, and I think this is where we go on that whole thing about like how social media affected, you know, where we are now, and
Yeah.
people love that attention, don't they? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it's almost like bragging rights, isn't it? You know, they can sit there and go, "Oh, I just posted a picture of me in my new fucking £50,000 Chihuahua and my fucking boohoo bag, and I've got 450,000 million likes."
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, where have you gone from that? Like, you're still nothing. Nobody
You know,
cares.
hitting a button's hitting a fucking button, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of girls. I've spoken to people who have sort of obscure things in that obscure things, basically like, you know, tanks, tractors, this kind of stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, we got girls come up to us on the regular and just be like, oh yeah, hi, yeah, do you mind if I just take a picture, and they'll just walk off, just for Instagram, to be like hashtag this, hashtag that.
Yeah.
Instagram works in weird ways in that if you reach out to a different audience, the Instagram will push you that way, and it'll push you into those followers. Say, if I took a picture with a horse, which we have absolutely no interest in, if I was like, oh my god, yeah, Doghouse, horse, equine life, it would push you hard that way. And I think the girls, and not only the girls, the blokes that do Instagram in a big way or influencers, like your plus 100k followers, they know how to work it. We're fucking idiots. We know where our demographic is. It's here in the bar, drinking piss, getting fucked up, talking smack.
It's what they. I mean, like, have you not seen how like there's massive patterns that get set as well? So, like, you know, I use my missus as an example. So,
Again,
I mean, we're all on Instagram. We've all like got our own little fucking platforms to work off of. And like, for example, you'll see the same people liking and sharing or commenting on different things. So, for example, like now, if she was to put a picture up of, I don't know, her and the little un, or her and me, or, you know, weekend away, holiday here, family life, hashtag fucking kids and love and fucking laughter. You know,
live, laugh, love.
Yeah, you're looking at like fucking 50 likes, and it's from the same various people. The second she'll put a picture of her in a little back dress up, hashtag Saturday night, you know, lit with the girls, kudos, fucking blah blah.
Boom thing, times 50.
240,000 likes, most of them are from OnlyFans, and they're like, oh my god, and it's normally the Bangladeshis going, me want to marry you, like, can you get me a visa?
Bob's and Virgin.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
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 What attention do you want, mate? You know what I mean? That's...
And there are some like fantastic Instagram people, like Queen Bee.
Yeah,
Like Jen Warren.
Jen Warren, yeah, she knows what she's
It's
fucking doing.
all
She's
legit.
banging out a fucking reel every day. That's how you get followers.
Do you see the stuff with her? Like, I mean, because I noticed, like, I saw a lot of the stuff she's been like adding and sharing on here, and I drive past her most mornings on the way into work.
Giving it the big yeah, you.
Well, yeah, I do. She probably doesn't. You know, I'm in my little yellow van, like, what's on? And she's like, sad cunt.
He's one of those truck spotters.
Yeah, that's it. I was sat there
Fuck
like,
him.
fucking, yeah, but no.
He's
like,
got the plate written down
do you
already.
know what, like she just pulled up in that lay-by, right? It's fucking sneak in the back here a little bit,
yeah,
get a little
that's it.
cheeky peek in it.
Right.
But like, she'll put like some fucking like, see her Instagram. Obviously, like I follow her. Like, I've seen the stuff she puts up there, and it's stuff that I like to see, you know. And I'll fucking like it, and I'll share it, and I'll rave about it because I've just been set this challenge on how to jump in my truck without opening the fucking truck door, and I'll climb in through the window, or like, you know, it's great, and I think that's fucking great, you know. And I've got a lot of time for that. But then, you know, you'll see these women that are just like this influencer that's sat out in Dubai and she's sponsored by fucking Boohoo.
She ain't
blah,
trying to
blah,
be
blah.
nothing
like,
she ain't. Whereas people are trying to be something they are not.
Because, like, you know, when you go in your little search bar on Instagram, like, it obviously will bring up stuff which is more relevant to you and what you've searched for recently in the past. Or, for example, it'll bring it up. And if you've, like, opened up...
only Batty XXX.
Yeah, so if you've opened that image up and looked at it and then closed it and then gone back through the whole thing, what it'll do is it'll start producing more and more stuff related to that image you've looked at.
It knows what you like.
So once I've gone, like, sort of 4 or 5 pages down and gone past the strap-ons and latex and leather and...
Of course.
No, that was...
Bimbos only XOXO.
That was my mum's Instagram page, not mine. Yeah, but, like... Do you know what I mean? It's like that. I want to see more of that stuff. I want to see, like, you know...
I want to see more ass and titties.
Yeah, but, like, real people. Like, I would call that lady a real woman. Like, she's a working woman. She's real. She's a realist. You know, she's down to it. Like,
we've met her. She is... Exactly
it's what we call our cup of tea, innit?
Yeah,
you know, I don't want to see that fucking Essex, fucking lit-filled, blooming, you know...
fake titties, all the fuck.
Do you know what? That don't do nothing for me.
Queen Bee and Hannah, who we had on, some of the realest bitch truckers we've ever met. Yeah. Savage as fuck.
They didn't care.
Queen Bee was fucking... Every time I see her, she's brutal to me. She goes... I saw her at a show
fuck
recently.
Reg.
She went, fuck Reg. I was like... Love you. Thanks, Queen Bee.
Yeah,
Love you very much.
She was so Queen Bee was dropping stoning down at Hinckley for a job that I was doing. So I only sort of met her the once in passing. Like, you know, I was like, you right, drives? Yeah, sound. Get it in there? Yeah, spot on. I'll shut me fucking truck round there. Got it in. Fucking sit the cunt up.
Bing,
fucking
bang,
dropped
boom.
it off. Fucking job done, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, she's there, a fucking eye-vis hanging out. Fucking job done. Fucked on. I thought, spot on. Like, you know, and then it probably wasn't until... Well, actually, fucking 7 months later, when this podcast started, and then I was in here with you guys, and Reg was saying, yeah, we've got Queen Bee coming. I was like, yeah, I know you're on about that.
I know this bit.
You know, I've seen the number plate set up in the fucking windscreen of the truck, and, you know, we'll give it the big fucking...
Yeah, you.
I think it's time to cherry pick, because it keeps got to get on. So.
Right, so, VSP Smiths asked, have you sourced Twisted Teas yet?
No, well, we haven't, no, but I have got we now, thanks to Beer Hunter UK, have an international beer importer who I have asked for various things, and I'm sure asking for Twisted Teas wouldn't be a problem, so I think we could probably sort that out. Dukes of Hazzard. Dukes of Hazzard says... Can we have more of Reg's pooey tales, please? Now, for anyone that hasn't listened, which is, I think, about 2/3 of our audience,
haven't listened to number 2, the snippet.
It's not number 2, though, is it? It's like a little short story that we were pissed up in here one night. We'd not long had the deck, and we just hit record when Dahl was sitting there
reciting the tales.
It is the only 15-minute segment where my missus tells a story about when I shit myself. There is talk. We are putting in plans to do a female takeover. Female takeover. The girls at the Doghouse are gonna sit here and shit on us non-stop, so they can tell all the things that behind the scenes of the boys from the Doghouse, of what they get up to when the deck's turned off, and what it's like when we turn off, we square off, and we go home.
Yeah.
And what actually happens after we've been smashed, and you get to hear all the fun stuff, and they get to see all the poo and the sick and the... Yeah, so if you haven't listened, scroll right back to the bottom of...
bottom of the pile, like...
It is bottom of the pile. It's Reg's Pooey Tales, and it is a... I'll give my missus her due. She can tell a story, because that is... It's only a little 15-minute one, but
I've heard this numerous times, and when she retells
it gets better every time. It's not even like it gets embellished. She just goes into more finer detail every time.
Mate, the socks.
The socks. Yeah, everything about it is tragic, so... Oh dear, right, I think, sorry to anyone else who we've missed off, but we've got to square off now. We'll give you the inside track, a little peek behind the curtain. When this comes out, I'm going to be in Catalonia with Dahl.
Yeah.
On a week's holiday, so we've had to squeeze...
Hashtag fuck Reg.
Hashtag fuck Reg. We've had to squeeze this in tight on a Sunday night with Kudos Keith, who's graciously graced
I wouldn't put it fucking graciously, mate. I'm still twisted from last night.
It's graced us with his presence to squeeze in one little podcast so we could have... We have fucking worked like fuck to get. I'm gonna throw my headphones off. We have worked like fuck to get this out, haven't we? Really?
It's been.
Don't bear any bones about it, Marlon. This has been fucking hard work to get this done.
To be fair, we were supposed to be in here last night.
Yeah, we were.
And I remember Reg messaging me saying, "Look, there's been this, that, and the other, blah blah." And like, fair fucks to
Basically,
a pair of you. Like, you know, it's. I can
Saturday
imagine
night, everything went to shit.
It's because we are.
Like, I was cancelling my plans to try and make things happen to come in here because. Mate, well, let's look back to fucking last Friday. I woke up in the morning and I messaged Reg and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" He's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Where's the podcast?" And then we had a bit of a technical issue. Well, I said we.
Reg had a technical issue. I uploaded
it.
Yeah,
fuck Reg.
Well, like, to be honest, when I spoke to him that morning, because obviously there were certain plans in place, weren't there, for Saturday night? We was in talks of that. And I turned around and I said, "What's the day today?" Because I genuinely thought it was Thursday. Because my muscle memory now revolves around wake up in the morning, putting the van on, sticking the podcast on, and I drive into work. And yeah, it's been a fucking weekend.
It's an hard life for everyone that just sits there and presses play in it.
But the thing is,
it must be so difficult for all of you. They can't hear this on a fucking Friday at a certain time of the morning.
Because I know the listeners want to hear the podcast on a Friday.
We had messages.
Do you know what? I was literally messaging my mate saying, "Look, I don't care if you're driving for fucking Essex. Do one, mate. We're doing a fucking podcast, mate. Like, we've got to get in there. The listeners have got to have something." And
this is it. Do you know what? If we hadn't have had that amount of shit, 2 weeks ago now, maybe more, I would have just said, "Look, sorry guys, like this is probably going to be 1 week of the whole year that we just cannot put one out." But the amount of fucking shit we had from me putting it out 5.5 hours late, I was like, "Do you know what? We have to get something out because I just can't deal with it. I can't deal with all this fucking shit. So we'll just have to put something out." So yeah, no, man, props to you, Keith, for coming on. I appreciate it. You've really helped us out in a pinch. Everyone who's listening, I hope you really appreciate it. It's not been a standard episode. It's not been a standard Drunkisode. We have scratched together what we can at the last minute, and we've made something of it.
But it's been fun though. We're fucking lit,
I've had a fucking wonderful time. I'm fucked.
Yeah.
So
and these four locals are like absolutely screwing my head right up.
Fucking twisted.
Yeah. And I'm going to get back there and I'm going to fucking go down there like a fucking trucker in a minute.
Well, that's all I can do to mine because there's no chance at that point.
Like thumbing in a fucking softie, wouldn't it?
It is like poking a worm back in its hole. I am absolutely twatted now. So, yeah, Marlon, if you're slightly more sober than I am, would you like to do whatever we do at the end of the podcast?
Right, so I just want to say, check out Andy Edwards Laurie on Insta.
Oh, yeah. Big shout out to Andy.
Have a look at our
Congratulations.
feed.
I hope married life is doing you well, sir.
We will. I'm going to ring you in a minute, you cunt.
No, I'm sure he does it end of every podcast. He rings someone. He's a fucker for it. He just gets on the FaceTime. It was like 12 o'clock the other night. He just started ringing people that listen to the podcast. So if ever...
but the thing is...
If ever you get fucking... No, shut up, Marlon. You fucking paedophile.
Right? Is lit.
If ever you fucking get a phone call...
Fucking right in the pussy!
At like 12 o'clock from the Doghouse, it's Marlon because he's like full lit and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to ring him." No, don't ring him, Marlon. Yeah, I was going to fucking ring him. Rings him. It's like... All right, they're like, yeah.
But we squared up so many guests recently.
Yeah, no, we did. No.
Through that. So shut the fuck up. Get back in their little nasty hole.
I'll put you in a nasty hole in a minute.
Giggity.
It's called my fucking ring.
So, what I want to do is, obviously, we're going to send Andy a little bit of special merch.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we're going to do you a little merch bundle because that is full commitment to the Doghouse.
Can someone top it?
I don't know. Right. So, without any further ado, thank you to everyone that's listened. Thank you to everyone that shares. Thank you to everyone that put a question in. Sorry if we didn't manage to get to all of you. We'll try and squeeze you on the next Drunkisode. Don't worry, we won't forget. We're like elephants in that we're fat and we got big trunks. I am absolutely fucking twatted. I've had such a week. I've eaten nothing. I've done nothing.
Drunk loads.
I've drunk loads.
You always got all the fucking excuses from Reg, don't you?
You do. I'm just so fucking off.
I'm just going to say that
I can only hear from one ear in the headphones now. There we go. Right. Okay. Right. Anyway, so
we've had a lovely time.
I've had a lovely time. Have you had a lovely time?
I've had a lovely time.
I'm really pissed.
We love everyone.
We love you. You're like my special little children.
Not special like Bullet though.
No. Just special little friends that I love every week.
Oh, bang! Everyone's already seen Bullet. Anyway.
You are my favourite people in the world. I've been Reg.
I've been Marlon.
I've been Kudos Keith.
And that's the end.
Ah!
Hey, puppy.
Till next week.
Yeah!
Yay!